Hey, Tiki Man Radio listeners. This is Marty Nickel coming to you from my beach shack. I love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. on the internet at Tiki Man Radio. We're live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Got a confession? A song request? All you gotta do is let them know.
It's the weekend about 9:30. I put my boots on, time to get pretty. I head to the tavern for some soul sipping. I picked my favorite stool, now I need some lonely loosening. I hand the barkeep some quarters, need a song with my whiskey. He turns on some beats, I said, you call this country? How in the hell am I supposed to get drunk to a song about driving a truck? Oh, bartender Ransom, won't you please tell me what happened to the drinking songs? Ones where we could all sing along, get wild on a Saturday night, go home so lonesome I could cry. What happened to the lonely tunes of a steel guitar, fiddle too? I wanna hear me some Haggard and some Jones. So what happened to the drinking songs? I wanna get hell-bent, I wanna get a whiskey bound and have a Bloody Mary morning coming down. So what happened to the drinking songs? Ones where we could all sing along, get wild on a Saturday night, go home so lonesome I could cry. What happened to the lonely tune of a steel guitar, fiddle too? I wanna hear me some Haggard and some Jones. So what happened to the drinking songs? I wanna hear me some Willie and Waylon and George Jones. So what happened to the drinking? So
Greetings from the West Coast. This is Mrs. McCool, wife of the famous media tech teacher Mr. McCool from Antioch High School, and you are tuned in to Coastal Confessions, starring B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios on Key West. Coastal Confessions has a new showtime. They'll be going live from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time, starting in January 2025. So set your smartphone reminders to the new showtime. Again, 7 to 9 every Friday, Eastern Island Time. You will find good vibe music and good friends. Only on Tiki Man Radio. TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place.
Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Watch the men who rowed you switch from sail to steam. In your belly you can hold the treasures few have ever seen. Most of them dream. Most of them dream. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. Cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late. Arriving too late. But I've done a bit of smuggling, I've run my share of grass, made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last. Never meant to last. I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. Passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks. But I got to stop wishing, got to go fishing. I'm down to rock bottom again. Just a few friends, just a few friends. Nice to see all of our friends every year. Thank you, friends. Now I go for younger women, lived with several a while. Though I ran them away, they'd come back one day, and I still can manage a smile. Chill takes a while, just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all my years I found occupational hazard be it. My occupation's just not around. Feel like I've drowned, but I won't wear a frown. Feel like I've drowned. I'm gonna go check out Peachtree Street somewhere downtown.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beachy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, so sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, I'd like to suggest downloading the free app so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
Well, I went to church last Sunday so I could sing and pray. But something quite unusual happened on that day. The church, it started right on time, just like it does without a doubt. And everything was all just fine, except it came time to let us out. You know, the preacher, he kept preaching. He told us, I have one more thing to say. Children, before you think of leaving, you better think about the judgment day. And now everyone got nervous because everyone was hungry too. And everyone was wondering what was the next thing he would do. And the preacher, he kept preaching. He said, now I'll remind you, if I may, you all better pay attention. I might decide to preach all day. Everyone was getting so hungry that the old one started feeling ill, and the weak ones started passing on. The young ones, they could not sit still, and the preacher's voice rose high. So I snuck up to the balcony and I crept into the choir, and I begged them, brothers, sisters, help me please. I said, when I give you a signal, I said, when I raise up my hands, won't you please join with me together and praise the Lord? I have a plan. And the preacher, he kept preaching. How long is the struggle hard to fight? And I prayed, Father, please forgive me. I stood up and with all my might I sang to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Now listen to what the preacher said. Now it's to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. Yes, and I did give the signal. Yes, and I raised up my hands and joined with me the choir. Every woman, a child, and man, I sang to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Now listen to what the preacher said. Now to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. And the preacher, he stopped preaching, and a hush the church did fill. And then a great white dove from up above landed on the windowsill, and the dove flew down beside him. A fork appeared right in his hand. With everybody watching, the preacher ate that bird right there and then. Now everyone got really nervous. The preacher, he did start to glow, and as we watched on in disbelief, these were the words he spoke. I said, mama's in the kitchen, she's been down all day, and now she's cooking something good, so bow your head and pray. Sang a song. Sang to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Listen to what the preacher said. He said, to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. And the moral of this story, children, it is plain but true. God knows if a preacher preaches long enough, even he'll get hungry too. And he'll sing, to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Now listen to what the preacher said. He said, to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Now listen to what the preacher said. He said, to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Now listen to what the preacher said. He said, to the Lord, let praises be. It's time for dinner now. Got some beans and some good cornbread. Listen to what the preacher said. let's go eat. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Listen to what the preacher said. Listen to the Lord, praises be. It's time for dinner now, let's go eat. We got some beans and some good cornbread. Listen to what the preacher said. Listen to the Lord, praises be. It's time for dinner now. Let's go.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. All right, thank you very much.
Hey, this is the original hippie chick, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And every Friday night, I like to call in and spill the beans.
Coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, B-Man Michelle on a Friday night coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Studios here at the Beachy Shell Hideaway in Key West, Florida. Give it up, Michelle. No, that flag is not in the way.
It fell down.
Michelle put a Conch Republic flag up there, and it's not in the way whatsoever. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your Friday, to your weekend. Hey, I want to talk about those songs we first started. Just before the show, we played a Jimmy Buffett song, which was Pirate Looks at 40. And then after that, coming into the show, we played a Willie Nelson On the Road. And then after this, we have another song. But what's the significance of those songs, Michelle? I'll tell you the significance of it
Jimmy
is.
Jimmy Carter
Had
them play in the White House or had something to do with their somehow.
So sail on Jimmy Carter. I'll tell you what, we were almost in D.C. this past week. We were going to go up there and hang out a little bit. But it was just way
Didn't have enough time. It was way too cold.
too damn cold.
I always said it's like when Jimmy passes, I want to go do the rotunda.
I know, and we didn't get to do that, but you know what? It was pretty freaking cold up there. So anyway, but those songs
Pass away in the springtime.
Yes, those songs were significant in the Jimmy Carter Rock and Roll President, directed by Mary Wharton. And who is Mary Wharton?
The Sauce Boss's daughter.
The Sauce Boss's daughter. If you know who the Sauce Boss is, by God, then you'll know who Mary Wharton is, and she put on. Go out and watch that if you have not watched Jimmy Carter, the Rock and Roll President. I know we don't get political on Tiki Man Radio, or no, we talk about religion,
It's
but
just
I'm going to tell you
music
what.
song.
Great music,
show.
and you'll see some vintage Jimmy Buffett in there, along with
Allman Brothers.
Roger Bartlett and Jimmy Buffett. Roger being the first coral reefer to travel with Jimmy Buffett back in the day, and they would go to his little stops, political rallies, and play some music and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, the Allman Brothers. Who else? Willie Nelson, of course, and the list goes on. I mean, there was just so many. He was so into
Southern rock.
Southern rock. I mean, you talk about it. I mean, you know. Anyway, I also want to talk about, hey, tonight, if you're watching us on YouTube, these cameras are sponsored by whom, Michelle?
The Pint.
The Southernmost Pint Brewpub at 522 Front Street here in Key West. If you're in Key West, make sure you go down there because they've got 18 home-brewed taps full of their beer. Oh, my God, it is so good. So get down there, check them out. They've got a great menu of food. You know, they got their... I was sitting there the other day, I smelled sauerkraut. Don't they have their...
She said they didn't, but they had a picture of it on the
Oh,
screen.
my
so
God.
I don't know.
It was
Maybe
smelling so good in there.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, Mo said fashizzle for the fashizzle. So, hey, we got Michelle Myers on, Mo's on, Sissy from Nailtini. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing tonight. We got Bob Bitchin on with us. Teresa, she is on tonight. Good having you in here. And, of course, Tiki Man is running around. And if I miss somebody, I apologize. Ping me again.
We've got some guests.
Let me know what you're drinking. We do have guests tonight. We're going to get them up here. We're going to jump into some more music. We're going to get them settled here in the studio, get them online, have some fun. We got pizza. We've got drinks. We got all kinds of crazy stuff's going to happen tonight. So we're going to have a lot of fun. You've had them on here before, but Beth and Josh, Beth from Nailtini and her husband Josh, we're just going to figure out what kind of coastal confessions that the new year started for these two. So we're always looking for some good stuff for shizzle. So let's get to some more music. We're going to get them settled in place here, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. This next song is an Allman Brothers band song, Ramblin' Man, Ramblin'. And let me tell you what, this is a really cool song. Again, one of the songs that came out of the Jimmy Carter Rock and Roll President. If you have not seen that, I really highly encourage you to go out there. It was really, really done well by the Sauce Boss's daughter, Mary Wharton. So without further ado, we're going to play some of this music, everybody. Allman Brothers, Friday night, Be Man Michelle.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia, and he wound up on the wrong end of a Let the big dog eat. Let the big dog eat. Let the big dog
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval? Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
Got an itty bitty Hey Tiki Man Radio fans, this is Emily Randall from Chicagoland, and I love tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern on the internet at tikimanradio.com or watch live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Reach out if you've got a song request or a confession.
Surrounded by walls, but all I see.
Thank you very much, Miss Emily Randall. She gave us a really cool new promo, and I love it. So
Thank you, Emily.
thank you so much. Hey, let the big dog eat. Yeah, I love that song, man. Sauce Boss. If you don't know who the Sauce Boss is, y'all are missing out because the Sauce Boss does all his cooking on the stage. But before I get to more of that, Nailtini Nail Bar, Day Spa are sponsors of the show. Thank you so very much, Sissy. She has been with us since the days of the 104.9. And we love it.
The X days.
We love it. The X days. And so thank you so much, Sissy. We appreciate you and we appreciate your staff. Let me tell you what happened to me this week. It was my birthday on Wednesday. And I wasn't going to go into Nailtini. I was going to just kind of chill out that day. And I get a message from Beth going, we got donuts. And I was like, oh.
And he didn't bring me one.
No, I did bring you one, did I? You didn't need one.
Oh, that's cold.
No, I know. I ate her damn donut. So it was my birthday. So anyway, let me see. I got everybody in here. Let me see if I can get a better angle on the camera and I'll finish this story. So let me see. You don't need my mug in there, but let's get these three in here. So there we go. We got Josh, we got Beth, we got Michelle. You don't need to see me because...
Hello.
Let me get a little sound check on you. Go ahead.
Check, 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 check.
All right. I got you. You're good. And Josh, let me hear you.
Check.
A little bit more.
Check.
All right, I got you. Good. Michelle, let me hear you.
Check, check.
All right, you're low. And now, of course, I'm screaming here, so that's how I do it. But anyway, I go in. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy says, happy birthday. I appreciate it. And then Rob. Who's Rob? Rob's on here. He said,
my brother.
Oh, Rob.
From Northern Michigan.
Oh, very cool. Beth is my little sister.
Yeah.
Little sister, don't you?
My bro.
Oh, man, I love it.
I love him.
And Sissy goes, hello,
He's all right.
gorgeous Beth.
Hi, Sissy.
Hey,
Hi,
what's in your
gorgeous
hair?
Sissy. This is my coastal confession. You're going to out me already?
Okay, not yet. Well, wait. But
Okay.
you know what? Matches really nice.
Michelle taught me how to braid my hair this way.
Oh, my God.
As you can
braids.
see,
Oh, man.
we both have this beautiful braid.
All right, so I guess you and I got to come up with something, you know.
I don't think I can braid my hair.
I can't braid my hair either.
Although Josh does know how to braid.
I do.
I learned that he splices ropes together by braiding. So I was pretty shocked when I learned that he knew how to braid.
So I got to say
My
this
dad knew how to braid. He was in the Navy.
I got to say this real quick. We have 15 plus viewers and not very many people with a thumbs up. Get out there on YouTube and thumbs up. If
Thumbs
you're
up,
listening on
people.
YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Like us out there, baby. Like us and appreciate it. And, of course, Rob, like us on YouTube and subscribe to Tiki Man Radio. You get to see all kinds of crazy stuff that we do out there and have a great time. But I want to talk about the Sauce Boss. If you don't know who the Sauce Boss is, man, this guy is the bomb. He's the Shazbot Jiggity Joe. And he
Used to play Green Parrot a lot. Probably
Yes.
still plays once in a while, but not. He's kind of semi-retired.
The
I
dude's
think.
got street cred. I love this. And the cool thing about the street cred that this man has is that he eats my tamales.
He eats your. You guys trade. He makes.
He makes hot
salsa or hot
He
sauce.
makes us hot sauce, and I might we do a trade.
They
and,
barter.
And you know what? And Tiki Man Radio or Tiki Man from Tiki Man Radio can say he's actually delivered tamales with me to the Sauce Boss around the corner here.
Wow.
So, what can we say? I think it's really cool. But
Very cool.
let me see. I'm just trying to keep track of everybody online. So yes. Again, we got Sissy from Nailtini. Thank you so much for being a sponsor and supporting us all these years that you've done that. Thank you so
You show
very
the
much.
spoon yet?
Well, I did do the spoon. Hang on
That
here.
spoon is
All
awesome.
right, this spoon right here. This is like, remember Romper Room?
You need your light on over there.
You know? I can turn light on here when we get more music. But remember Romper Room, you know, when she'd look at her thing and she goes, I can see Billy and Freddie and Janie and they get your finger out of the peanut butter, Joe. And
Well, I'm looking at that, and it reminds me, and my brother can tell you, it reminds me a lot of what my mom used to choose out of the utensil drawer to spank our butts with. And one time, I think she even busted one over someone's ass.
Wood spoons are
we
never
can talk
good.
about. We can
Oh,
talk
the wooden
about,
ones, they hurt so bad.
No,
We
no,
can talk
they're never
about
good.
the
Corporal punishment.
corporal punishment that we used to get. Because man, I tell you what, my father. Well, I gotta blame my uncle, because my uncle taught shop in high school, and he taught them how to
Make paddles.
make paddles
With
Wow.
holes in them.
with holes in them.
Oh, wow.
And I watched one time he beat the living crap out of my cousins, which they deserved it because, pardon my,
Hey.
but they were assholes. I mean, as
They're naughty.
a kid growing up with them, they sucked. You know, they're always picking on me, and hey, go put your finger over there because I bet, and I'm,
Electrocute yourself.
but
Oh, my God.
so I watched those kids, and then I remember one time my cousin got a good spanking, and my dad was like, I really like that paddle.
Oh, no.
And of course, he's like, here, Bob, take this home.
I'll make another one.
And I was like, man,
Goodness.
the uncle I used to like the most was now at the bottom of the crap list.
You sure did grow up to be a very respectful, like orderly, I don't know if it was from the paddle, but
We got talking about this at Nailtini the other day, about smoking.
yeah.
I think Anna was in there, and we were
Yes.
talking about smoking. And
Yep.
I can remember when I was a kid, 50 cents a pack, my dad gave me 2 quarters, and I go to the machine at the local Perkins Pancake House, throw the 2 quarters in there, and, the only thing that... God forbid if I pulled the wrong cigarette, I got him a Salem instead of the Winston, and then I'd hear, you just wasted 50 cents, you stupid kid, but, so we're sitting there talking about, all this smoking stuff. And, my dad worked for a cigarette company, and he had cigarettes all over the place, cases of them. And I could, I look back now, I'm like, I could have easily taken a carton of cigarettes and taken a pack of cigarettes down
Sure.
there and made some money at school.
Why did you not?
Or just been the coolest kid and gave everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't give them away, but
No.
But then I look back, I'm like, man, I was a dumb kid, I'm like, why didn't I grab those cartons? Why didn't I sell a pack? And then Anna goes, I used to sell them $0.25 a cigarette.
She's always been an entrepreneur, even when she was a kid.
I can see that. You're selling them for $0.25 a cigarette. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. But I'm like, I was too nice of a kid. I was too good of a kid.
I guess so.
I'm like, why?
You were a natural born rule follower. Me too, though.
Me too.
I could have been so bad. I was the baby of 6.
No,
He says me too and rolls his eyes. By the time my parents got around to like raising me, because I'm the baby of 6, they were just like, oh, do whatever you want. We don't care.
Well,
but still, I followed the rules and I obeyed.
I always say that I was kind of the experiment when it came to children. I'm the first.
Okay.
So they want me to do the right thing. So, they're always pounding on me and, I can't do this and can't do. And then along comes my sister. Well, she's the middle child. So the middle child.
She's a girl.
Oh, I feel sorry for the middle kid because, they're this stereotype.
Well, you didn't know she was middle until you had your brother.
And then, along comes my brother and, and he got everything.
That's a stereotype with the babies, but from my perspective, I don't see that. But maybe my siblings could tell you differently.
My brother says I'm spoiled, but...
Oh, I vouch for that. Yeah, your brother and I, we over a beer or two, we're like, oh, she's spoiled as hell.
Josh, would you say I'm spoiled?
No.
Choosing his answer carefully.
I got to home with you.
I want to walk on the boat with you tonight when we go home.
I would say you spoil me.
Okay.
And I like that. It's nice.
Rob says you followed the rules. LOL.
Oh, he would know best because we were like little partners in crime. We did everything together. And whether he liked it or not, I was like his shadow and always hanging out with him and all of his buddies. So, yeah, he would know.
So I think this is cool because I'm sitting here reading, I do a lot trying to, I don't have, the luxury of what Danny Lynn has. He's got like, I got somebody over here watching the Facebook and I got so-and-so watching, the worst thing that happens on his show is like, you ain't paying attention. What are they saying on YouTube,
Right.
But so Maureen made a comment. She goes to Teresa because Teresa, who got her first, I believe, pedicure.
Yes, while she was down in Key West.
Nailtini.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Her and
Teresa, though, I have to tell you, it is recommended more than once a year. But we would love to see you when you come back.
And we want you to come back. So she goes, so Mo told Teresa, yes, 10:30, October 30th was a fabulous day at Nailtini. And she says, they didn't know about your anniversary. So anyway, there you go. So yes, Teresa, get in there more often and get them toes did, as Danny and I say. We get them did.
It is so nice.
So what have you guys been up to? I mean, this has been the fastest holiday season I think I can remember.
Ours started late because of all the
Yeah.
crap they've been doing on the house.
Oh, yeah. I've been in a construction zone here since September.
Yeah, it looks great in here, though. Everything's all buttoned up and put back together.
Finally. Well, we had them here today. They were changing out a blind that broke 8 years ago that we're like, screw it. It's just a little handle thingy. Mm-hmm. And then we had a light back here with them ceiling fans and the lights. Was it the light that stopped working? Yeah, I think it was the light that stopped working. Whatever, but guy says, I'll fix it now. I had to laugh because he came here, he looked at everything.
It was the pull chain that controls the fan, so the fan would not come on at all. It was just off.
Well,
I'd rather have the fan than the light, though.
Yeah,
I
don't care about the light.
Because after he fixed it, he goes, well, I think your fan, you might need a new one. It doesn't do the 1, 2, 3 anymore, where you pull it, low level.
I usually leave it on high all the time anyway. So.
But what happened in the process, apparently he zapped himself.
No.
That was shocking.
And I heard this. Ah!
Yeah, I bet.
And he was on a metal ladder.
And he was on a metal ladder. And I'm like,
we offered him a plasticky ladder.
Did you have to like wipe up the floor? Like, did he pee or anything?
No, he didn't fall off or anything.
So he comes out here and he's kind of
frazzled.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, every now and then he's like kind of jolt. He's like, I got zapped good. And I'm like, well, why don't we turn it off, And
have you been shocked?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
He probably.
So you know that it does frazzle you. It like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? He turned the light on. So he probably wanted the light on. Otherwise, he might have just turned it off at the switch.
Well, he asked me if there was a switch, and I said, and I forgot there was a switch behind the thing. I'm like,
Oh, my
I think
God.
probably turn off at the source, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, there is a switch back here.
You zapped him.
Well, it hasn't worked for how long? So how are you supposed to know there's a switch? We forgot there was a
No,
switch.
it's hidden behind all my clothes and one of the.
Yeah, but yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
but I was
It
saying,
is
I'm
like
in the
that.
kitchen doing something. All of a sudden, I hear this.
It's not where you would think it would be. It's not like when you first walk in the room. It's
Yeah.
he goes, man, I really got zapped. I'm like,
Poor
looks
guy.
It, looks it.
The light was on. He knew that power.
Yeah.
Well, I know exactly.
Not
I think
poor
what
guy.
happened is like the fan used to work. I think he might have zapped something in the process of trying. And I'm just kind of like, all right, whatever. So
Got it fixed. That's all we care about.
oh,
usually
my
leave them
goodness.
on high.
I know. It's pretty crazy. So it's a Friday night. We're having a great time. It was. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Thank you for having us.
I mean, you look excited this morning when I saw you when I came in
Yeah.
there after
It's so
blogging.
much fun being on this radio show. And it's the only radio show I've ever been on, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But I used to be nervous.
All the others suck. This is the best.
Yeah,
one.
I'm sure. I'm sure. We just went straight to the top. But the
That's
first
how I
time, yeah, with B-Man, you can't go wrong. I was nervous the first time, and we chose a topic, and I had to felt like I needed to prepare and things like that. And then I realized, now you just go with the flow.
Yeah. It's
So
just
we're
the
happy.
chit chat.
I tell you, we got to get Jake on sometime.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah.
We have got, cause he's so scared. You know, he's like, there. And I'm like, dude, you after 5 minutes, because you made a comment today, you're like, your first 5 minutes, you're like, I was kind of scared. And
Yeah.
then, but 5 minutes into it, you're like,
It's like we're just chatting at
Yeah.
Nailtini.
Exactly.
you know, and we're not drinking coffee, but we're drinking booze.
And Jake is so entertaining. Some of our best YouTube videos, if you guys all go out and Nailtini follow us on YouTube and subscribe. But some of the best videos are Sissy and Jake. They're so entertaining. They're hilarious. And it's better to listen to those with sound. Now we have them playing up in the corner, but there's no sound because we have our
Yeah.
music going on at work. But my favorite one of him is when they're the Spanish limes are eating a knip, a little cute little fruit that grows on the trees down here.
Knip.
I think that's what they're called, right? No?
I don't know.
They are now.
Well, they're also called a Spanish lime, but when you say that, everyone thinks of the actual lime, like the citrus fruit that you cut in half, and they're way different. They're more like a rambutan or like a lychee.
Yeah.
So, but one of my favorite videos ever is of him trying that for the first time. He's so cute. You got to
I
see
think
it.
we've ever had that.
I don't.
What?
No?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. We'll have to get you guys on video when you try them. They're delicious. I could eat so many that my mouth gets raw.
Yeah, well, we have to try them next time we're down there. Hey, did Anna ever bring in that casserole?
She
today?
brought it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys eat it?
I'm having it for breakfast tomorrow morning.
Oh my
when
God, it's the
when
bomb.
Josh drops me off at work, I already have my breakfast there.
There you go. It's really good stuff, and I'm sure she did a great job making it. And what
Oh,
we're
it looks-
talking about is the green chili breakfast casserole
Yeah, it looks so
that
good.
everybody wanted my recipe for. So I put that together, and
I prefer it with the actual hash browns. Brian's been making it with the diced potatoes.
diced
lately.
potatoes. But
I like the
Ooh,
hash browns.
She used the shredded hash brown potatoes.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
okay.
better.
I mean, that's the
That's the original.
original way of making it, but
It's actually called hash brown casserole.
Yeah.
It's like Dennis Wong's special.
Yeah, but you know, the other potatoes. Actually, the other potatoes are fine with it. I don't care what they say.
So my brother, Rob, also used to live in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So he lived outside of Albuquerque in the Sandia Mountains.
Okay. Very cool.
Absolutely gorgeous,
Oh, did he
magical.
really?
Yes.
wow.
When we went out there and I experienced it for the first time, my describing word was magical. Just
It's
the
very
wind.
pretty. Yeah.
It's so pretty, and the wind just blows through the tops of the trees, and it makes a soft little
So
whistle.
what did he do out there in Albuquerque?
He's
We're not allowed
military.
to talk about it.
He's
Was it
military.
Kirtland?
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Can
And,
that
That was my
confirm nor
final-
deny there might be something of substance out
Right.
there that
I have no idea. Well,
Actually, no one knows.
no, not
No,
It
even
was
they don't.
classified.
Not even his wife
You
was
know.
allowed to know.
Yeah,
It's if you know, you know.
he
tell
knows.
you what I know,
I don't know.
but then I got to shoot you.
Yeah.
Oh
And then-
gosh,
And then I got to go shoot myself.
no, we're not talking about it. Mum's the word.
No, Albuquerque was fun. I think the only thing that sucked for me was the altitude
Yeah,
and the fact that
Get
I could never catch my breath.
completely.
yeah.
and I'm allergic to juniper.
Oh, and it's everywhere out
and
there.
in the
Just for a couple
springtime,
months.
oh my God, it's the worst.
6 weeks or so.
I mean, we don't play music
But
for
it's like that. I mean, North
3
Carolina
months.
was like that for me. I mean, it was even worse there.
Yeah.
I mean, like yellow. Your car would be yellow.
Yes, from the pollen.
So Rob said Cedar Crest is the
Cedar-
name of the town.
Well, yeah, we almost
bought a place
rented there.
Yeah, we
no,
did.
we were going to rent there. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said
It was too
the
small.
land of enchantment, and a lot of people
Or
call it the land, of
entrapment.
entrapment.
Oh, wow.
Same thing.
The land of
Michelle
entrapment.
already knew that.
Yeah, which could happen because we're contemplating if we had to move, we might go back there. And then
Let me see who else.
we
got
would be
Jes-
entrapped.
We got Jessica
Cute.
Brown on. Very beautiful, but glad to have him back in Michigan.
That's my sister. That's
Oh,
one of
very
my
cool.
sisters,
All right,
Jessica.
So there's some new
Yay.
faces on here. So all the newbies who are on here, please subscribe to Tiki Man Radio. And if you're out there watching us on YouTube, please hit. Let me get my face in here. There's my mug. Please go out there, give us some thumbs up because that really helps us out. People know that what we're doing our job. That's what we're doing here. You know, we're making people happy. Let me put it back on. Oh, that's all of us there from the top camera. And there we go. There's Michelle, Beth. and
Do you
Josh.
think the guests can hear the airplanes flying over?
I don't know. That's a good question.
There have been 2 pretty low since we sat down.
So can you guys hear the airplane in the background when they're going? Yeah, I'm curious. I never. Let me see. Mo said snow is done and on the freezing rain. Oh God.
Oh, that's always fun.
Ooh.
You know what? We've
It's
been
so fun
very-
driving to work the next morning.
We've been very cold down here.
I know. Poor
You
us.
know what? I went around.
We've got a space heater in the bathroom.
We do right next to the toilet at night
Well, right now it's by the shower, but
because it's drying.
we'll
but,
move it if it's too.
But yeah, you know, put those butt
last
cheeks
last
on.
night
the,
it was in front of the toilety part of the bathroom.
Put my cheeks on that thing at 3 a.m. when it's as cold as it's been. Forget.
You are not kidding. Josh, why don't you tell them about the beautiful bathroom you built us in our house in Michigan before we moved? I wish I still had that bathroom.
Because I put the heat light in for you?
Yes.
The what?
The heat light?
Ooh, a heat light.
Yeah.
Now, where was that
great.
at?
In Michigan.
Right in the middle in Michigan.
Well, I know that, but I'm like
right in the middle of the bathroom. So it heated up the whole bathroom.
Oh,
In
very
the
cool.
ceiling, and it was on a timer, so I
Yeah.
could just
Oh,
crank
like
it
the
up.
old hotels. Remember they
Yeah.
used to do that?
That's where it
Yeah.
came from. It
Crank
works.
it up, get in the shower.
I think they actually used to have a UV. Like you could get a tan, like you stayed in there long.
Oh, wow. And then we learned that's
This one was like for like baby chicks.
So we got
It
Autumn
was just a
Brown
red
on
light.
saying hi, Aunt Bethy and Uncle Josh.
Hi, Autumn.
This.
She's a good kid.
This is amazing.
I'm loving this, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. So cool. And Katie says Beth has a nice voice for radio. She should be on NPR.
Is that my friend? Ooh, NPR.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys should do
Is
the
that my
sweaty
friend
balls
Katie?
thing.
Yeah, and Jill and I used to kind of sound the same, and
like,
when we'd talk, we're like, okay, so we got.
Well, let me tell you who has a voice. Adrian Z.
Oh, she's got such a.
You
Beautiful
just had Adrian in the
Oh, my
shop
God.
yesterday.
Yeah, well, I forget what day exactly it was, but yeah, she I've been doing her nails. She's a musician, and she really enjoys that she can finger pick with her nails, and I just reinforce her nails just a little bit, and she's great.
Oh,
She's fun.
Very cool. Yeah. You know what?
She's one of the first musicians we ever met down here. Her and what's his face? Push the piano around.
Oh, crap.
That guy with the hands and the teeth.
The
That
hands?
guy that smiles. You know that one with the hair.
Yeah, he's making fun.
I can't think of the name of him now.
I'm trying to help.
But one of his best songs is "What the F Were We Thinking?"
Oh yeah,
Right.
my
What
mom.
the
My
F
mom
were
has such a
we
crush
thinking?
on him. So all right,
Barry Kuda.
Barry Kuda. So we had a
Oh,
question in
cute.
here. Somebody said, "Ask Josh about the green chili on Thanksgiving."
That was Captain Rich or
yeah.
Katie. It was the best stuff ever.
So what they put it on?
Everything. You just put it on everything.
The
She just had
whole
like
plate.
a crock pot full of this green chili.
Oh yeah,
It was so delicious.
that's us. That's us too. What did you have tonight? What did I have for you when you
The
came?
green chili dip. That was
He
amazing.
dipped his pizza in it.
Oh, there. You know, I thought about whatever's left. We'll have baked potatoes tomorrow and put that in the baked potato.
There you go.
Ooh,
Yum.
there we
But it's
go.
really good with ruffles or any kind of rippled chip.
Yeah.
But they had their stuff brought in from someone out in Colorado
Mexico.
or New Mexico.
Who's concerned on YouTube? Someone says at Teresa, congratulations on your extended health. So I'm not sure what that means.
Their handle is concerned.
Concerned, yeah. I don't. I can't remember. Oh, hey, got to go to the Texas Ohio State game. You know what? Was that today?
It's today. It's right now, right?
Who's winning? I hope the hell Ohio State is.
Might be just starting.
Can't watch where jinxes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's turn it on then.
Oh, no. Because you guys are from Michigan. Right out.
We are.
Who was that lady that was in there today talking about Michigan? Oh, she was the one. That lady, she was interesting to chat with. She was, she's on the Virgin ship that came in.
Oh, she was cool.
They're going to Bimini.
You were in this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just someone that came in off the cruise ship and made an appointment. She was really cool. Yeah, she chatted for a while.
Yeah, and then we got talking about some other subjects just before she walked out of there. But
yeah,
it was fun. You know, I have so much fun talking to the people in there. It's
you
just
always
amazing.
make a connection.
Next thing you know, I'm like telling people where to go eat, what to do, and
well, we're thankful for another voice in the room because we answer those questions 500 times a day.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure
you provide a little relief for us.
Well, it's when we first moved here, we had a lot of people who would ask us, "Where's the best place to eat? Where's the best place to stay?" And I started putting together like my suggested, our suggested,
We have a little folder in there we need to get rid of because nobody listens to us anymore.
Yeah.
Really?
So we were just thinking, all right, let's just give a list of stuff, and then and I would then email that or text it to people. It's like, all right, here's my stuff.
Yes.
And then I suggest you go out online and then look for yourself too.
Right.
Because I don't know what you want to do. When someone says, "Where's a good place to eat?"
What do you like?
What do you like? Or what don't you like? Or what can't you eat? That'll help narrow it down. If you can't eat seafood, well, here's a couple good steak places.
Yeah.
Do you like pasta? Do you like, Mexican food?
Yeah.
Indian. We have excellent Indian food here.
I've still not been to that place.
Oh,
we just went for the first time.
It smells so good every time we walk by there.
I know.
I can smell the tiki masala.
Although they don't do alcohol in there, do they?
No.
You have to. Can you bring your own?
I suppose we could go one meal without it.
People from Key West.
I could, but I would just.
What? I can't drink with this?
What? You got no this Indian beer in there?
That would be interesting.
But Teresa goes, "Oh, I want to see your recommendation list. Been to Key West twice, but have yet to venture much." Well, because you're always working, Teresa. I mean, she plays with the Tim Campbell Band, and when they're down here, I mean, they're all over the place. So that's right, Maureen. Go OHIO.
Oh, okay.
I love it. So you guys had a great break.
Yes, we did.
Going up to Michigan.
Cold.
So someone asked me this question today, so now I'm going to ask Josh this question. What was the best part about our holiday vacation?
Obviously the family, but
seeing family.
Leaving after that. After the family leaving.
I
thought I was coming back to warm weather.
Yeah.
But it's freezing down here.
Well, I heard
too.
they kept the temperature kind of cold.
It was cold, and we had a white Christmas, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That was fun. We got it, and it was perfect packing snow. My nephews made the biggest snowman I've ever seen. Do you remember how Judd said that they picked up the head? They rolled the snowball for the head across the whole acreage in the backyard.
It was like a 7-8 foot snowman.
Oh, really?
So they did well.
You guys have you ever seen Tumbleweed Snowman?
No, but oh my gosh, the tumbleweeds.
I bet Rob has.
The tumbleweeds were amazing when I was out there in New Mexico. I had never seen that.
Well, when we first moved in to the house we bought in New Mexico, in the very backyard, there was 2 tumbleweeds. And I thought, and they were big.
5-6 foot high.
And I thought, oh my God. So I had the idea of, you know what, I'm going to put them in the front yard and I'm going to tether them so that when the wind blew, they would blow around but not go anywhere but stay in the front yard.
I told him he was stupid.
Michelle was Michelle was like, "You're stupid." And I'm like, "No, I think it's kind of cool, because I was a virgin going out."
Right.
I mean, I thought going to Albuquerque, I'm like, God, I'm in the Southwest.
Everybody thinks it's Phoenix. It's like it is not. Albuquerque is not Phoenix.
No. No.
And I just thought, you know what? This is going to be nice. It's going to be,
I don't have to shovel snow.
Key West all the time. And I'm thinking,
but thank goodness he did not give away his good snow shovel when we moved.
That's right. Rob said there's a tumbleweed snowman every year on the highway in Albuquerque.
Awesome.
And I
did not know that.
It's huge. It's like 20, 30 foot high.
It is the coolest thing. I mean,
that is awesome.
Actually, I think when we left, right by the Big I, Rob, when we left, that was one of the things we were going to miss. We were like, we're going to miss this, tumbleweed snowman.
Oh my gosh,
And I mean,
cute.
the goofiest stuff. Although somebody sent me a message today that the Breaking Bad house that Walter White lived in
Yes.
is for sale.
$4 million or something, right?
Is that because of the show?
Yes.
Making it popular?
I'm sure.
Oh, my God.
It was a stupid amount of money, right?
It was. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm like, Michelle, do we have that kind of money?
No.
These people want to go reenact the show and like cook someone in the bathtub.
So we used to play at a bar where Better Call Saul's office was.
Oh, cool.
And out on the front, on the door there, it had Better Call Saul. And then when we were playing, they would like have the tours that would come up and do that. It was the coolest thing. It was the coolest thing. Hey, I want to get to some music. We're going to come back. What's everybody drinking tonight? What kind of questions do you have for Beth? Ask Beth some interesting Nailtini experiences. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
And we got to ask Josh some questions to get him talking.
I think, what's the worst thing at the airport that you've ever had to deal with?
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's classified information.
Is that classified?
Yeah.
You have to shoot me and then yourself?
I don't ever want to bring that back up.
Rob said it listed for $3.99 million.
Wow.
How about 4?
Well, I mean, it's
But
like...
you're gonna offer like 3.2. Yeah.
Yeah, or 3. I mean, it's... I wouldn't want to buy it because there was a lot of blood on the carpet.
Right.
And it's a yucky old ranch house, 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Oh, yeah, it's dark and
it's like old military housing.
No one.
No, I think what would be kind of cool is if they kept kind of like the money, in some of the hidden.
Oh, in the walls.
Yeah, in the walls.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm sure it was
now
fake
there's
money.
a thought because possession is 9/10 of the law.
Then Teresa Arnold says she is drinking painkiller naturally. This time from Margaritaville glass. All right, fantastic. We're gonna get some more music, and then we're gonna come back. This music we're getting ready to play right here. Michelle, talk about Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Oh, Peter, I forgot his last name.
Hello,
in front of
Peter.
me, but he died, passed away a couple days ago. So
yeah,
we thought we'd play some Peter, Paul, and Mary in remembrance.
That's right. We got some music coming up to you. Then we're going to get back here and we're going to find out some other. If you've got a coastal confession, send us a confession. Talk to us a little bit about it, and we'll see what happens.
Come on, people.
We want to know what's going on as we start 2025. But you know what? A little bit of Peter, Paul, and Mary. I dig rock and roll music.
I dig
And I think the rest of you do too.
music
Thanks for
and
hanging with me, man.
get the chance to
Coastal
play
Confessions.
and sing it. I figure it's about the happiest sound going down today. The message may not move me or mean a great deal to me, but hey, it feels so groovy to say. I dig the mamas and the papas at the Trip Sunset Strip in L.A. And they got a good thing going when the words don't get in the way. And when they're really wailing, Michelle and Cass are sailing. Hey, they really nail me to the wall. Yeah. Kind of in the dreamland, tripped that way. His crystal images, he tell you about the brighter day. And when the Beatles tell you, they've got a word love to sell you, they mean exactly what they say. I dig rock and roll music. I could really get it on in that scene. I think I could say something if you know what I mean. But if I really say it, the radio won't play it unless I lay it between the lines.
5, 'cause I'm living on island time. I got nothing to do, but somehow I think I survive. All I need is a bottle of rum, and I'll drink it till the bottle's done, and sway in the shade all day, just chillin', hold the vibe. Yeah. It feels good to be an islander, if only for one day. Kick off my shoes, put on my shades, watch my troubles sail away. It feels good to be an islander and taste the salty breeze. Suck up the sun till the day is done. Come away with me. The rest of the world can wait. Sometimes you just gotta take a break, 'cause there's nothing like killing time with all of your friends. So go buy you a bag of sand, put a candle in an old soup can, keep a smile on your face and a cold one in your hand. It feels good to be an islander, if only for one day. Kick off your shoes, put on your shades, watch your troubles sail away. It feels good to be an islander and taste the salty breeze. Soak up the sun till the day is done. Come away with me, yeah. Fill your cup and raise it up. The more you drink, the less it weighs. Pick it up and drink it down. That's your workout for today. It feels good to be an islander, if only for one day. Kick off your shoes, put on your shades, watch your troubles sail away. It feels good to be an islander and taste the salty breeze. Soak up the sun till the day is done. Come away with me. Soak up the sun till the day is done. Come away with me, yeah.
Empty promises I've given, hollow heart beats in my chest, and every word of sterling silver, stirred butterflies beneath your breast, still untouched by ties of binding. We'll go to where the Gulf breeze blows. No ring of gold around your finger, no ring of brass run through my nose. softly whispers, my canary in the mine. Headlong for the wall now, honey, still coming up like a rose. Dead still in the garden, waiting for the reveille. The dawn is yet to dry the dew from off my Sunday clothes. That mean old sun better rise up soon if it's ever gonna set on me. I met a man, pale gray with wisdom, told me fade will come collect. Hard-tempered still bites at my ankles, soft cotton roll burns at my neck. Headlong for the wall now, honey, still coming up like a rose. Dead still in the garden, waiting for the reveille. And the dawn is yet to dry the dew from off my Sunday clothes. That mean old sun better rise up soon if it's ever gonna set on me. That mean old sun better rise up soon if it's ever gonna set on me.
Key West has a brand new brew pub, and you're going to love what they have brewing on their menu. That's right, the Blast Beer Company's Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open 7 days a week from noon until 10 p.m. Offers handcrafted beer and made-to-order signature food dishes. On tap are 3 of their signature beers, the Southernmost Pint Golden Ale, the Save the Day IPA, and the Hazy Lady New England IPA, and many other tasty handcrafted beers brewed on-site right here in Key West. And if you're not a beer drinker, don't worry, as they have available on their menu wine and other adult beverages and booze-free drinks. While enjoying a pint or two, check out their amazing menu of small fare items made to order that include local favorites, guac and chips, and Mexican esquites street corn. And their delicious main course items, Caribbean chicken salad, and trade wind meatballs. Stop in and enjoy one of their tastings of 4 different beer offerings of your choice. Or just enjoy a pint or two while taking in the aromas of beer being brewed on site and relaxing inside their brew pub atmosphere. Better yet, soak up the wonderful Key West weather and enjoy one of their handcrafted beers while hanging out on their great outdoor patio with music videos, movies, and sports games. Come by and watch your favorite team play on the biggest screen around. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street here in Key West. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer 1 barrel at a time. Who is your favorite radio you like to listen to?
Who is your favorite radio who you like to listen to when you're in Key West? Or anywhere else for that matter?
When I'm at the
I take it it's Tiki Man.
Tiki Man Radio.
Tiki Man Radio.
Hey, Tiki Man Radio listeners. This is Cheryl from Ohio, and I love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle every Friday from 7 to 9 on the internet at tikimanradio.com or stream it live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Got a confession or a song request? Let them know.
Let's call our friends this day.
Hi, this is Adrian Z. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Tiki Man Radio. That's Adrian Z. Thank you so very, 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 very much. She's awesome. I like when we sat here and wrote a song one time. We're just sitting around that table there in our pajamas.
Cute.
She stayed overnight, and we're just like in our PJs. Hey, if you're in Key West, make sure you go down to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West. Check out all the goodness they got. 18 taps of whole brewed beer. My favorite is a Peculiar Conch. because I am a peculiar conch myself.
I haven't had that.
In that Scottish style, I think. They said sort of. I thought it was kind of.
It is, and they actually have. He's got the special ingredient that he throws in there to really make
From
it
Scotland.
special. From Scotland, you know what it's all about.
That's where Lindsay's from.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. We did a thing one night. We did This Day in Music, and there was something about Ozzy Osbourne in there, and I had to like.
Yeah. Mumble, mumble. No one understands.
Nobody understands, but he's funny as hell. So, Callie McCool all the way out in flaming West Coast. Yes, man. I hope you were safe out there. I was thinking about you out there in California. I hope you're doing okay, my friend. Hearts and prayers and everything goes out to you guys. So just know that we're thinking of you.
Did he send us something? We needed to tell him something. I was trying to.
He sent us his Christmas letter, and you were talking.
Yes.
He has
Oh,
daughters
nice.
in there that were Air Force.
And were they somewhere I had been? What there was a reason we needed.
Weren't they in Montana?
Callie, tell us if.
I can't remember, Callie.
I was stationed at Malmstrom Air Force Base for 6 years. I was a ICBM maintenance officer.
She was an ICBM maintenance officer.
Again, can neither confirm nor deny
that we
what is on top of those ICBMs.
That we stuck missiles in a hole.
What's an ICBM?
Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Oh my goodness! They're just going to tell you it's
Basically,
a missile.
we had the crosshairs on somebody.
We cannot tell you whether or not they had
No.
nuclear weapons atop them, but like, why the hell would you have missiles with nothing on top of them?
It was really one of those things that once it got over the target, it would like explode, and all this confetti would come out. It's like, "Hello, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Celebrate!"
That's what it was. You know, Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Poof. All right, so starting off, who was drinking was, of course, Teresa. She said she was having painkillers. And then Sissy goes, she's having a twisted tea.
Ooh.
That's what they got there in the Carolina. We got some twisted tea.
Are you having the basic one, or did you get the BFC, like the 40 ounce?
They come large anyway. I mean, they're pretty.
Oh, are they? They're big already?
I've always seen them.
Are they?
The ones I've seen are pretty.
I don't
large.
I don't drink it, so I don't know. I get the stuff out of the bottle that says.
No, this
whiskey.
isn't a can.
Yeah,
but,
vodka.
yeah.
Except for the
can.
twisted tea and like
Yeah.
a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
Mix those two. Delicious.
Oh, I like tea and lemonade.
Arnold Palmer.
No, yeah.
It's a hard Arnold.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Hard on a Palmer, hard on
But
a Palmer,
actually,
hard on a
at was it Laurel's retirement or I think it was.
God, I don't know.
My roommate, my college roommate, when she at their house, I think we mixed beer and lemonade,
We did?
and that was pretty good.
Well,
Believe it or
apparently
not.
I don't remember, so it must have been good.
Well,
Never tried that.
Beer mimosa, where they
Mimosas.
manmosa with
Manmosa.
beer and juice, and it sounds gross, but I've never had it.
It's
kind of juice?
PBR and orange juice.
Okay, OJ and PBR.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's not great.
I mean, a lot of beers have orange flavor.
Call it a
in them.
PBRO.
Well, that's a good point. I do like a Blue Moon or something that you squeeze the fresh orange in. Oh, okay.
It's okay. So
Might
that's
be all right.
Let's try.
Sounds interested. You know,
We have orange juice. We have beer.
Let's try, she says.
I got El
Break it out.
Presidente.
Ooh.
That's my beer of choice, El Presidente.
We got some Coors
Fancy.
Light and some other stuff in there.
We used to go to when I was going to Puerto Rico before I retired from the Air Force. They were going from F-16s to C-130s because they couldn't keep the F-16s in the air, nor could they keep the C-130s in the air either. But anyway, they did a change in the air guard over there, and so I spent a lot of time in Puerto Rico at the old San Juan Hotel.
Wow.
And we get off work and we go back to the old San Juan and we go up to, I think it was the 10th floor. They had like a bar up there.
Mm-hmm.
And we had these little drink tickets, you know, because we stayed there.
Yeah.
And we get up there and every day it was the same old guy, but he's like, hello, boys. Would you like a drink of some sort, you know?
Was it a large black man with a lemon lime thing kind of thing?
That's the Uncola.
Was it
Remember the
Uncola?
Uncola?
Was it Count?
They probably
The
don't
Count?
remember that.
Uncle, what's
You don't remember the Uncola?
What's
All right,
Uncola?
It was a 7-Up commercial from
The old
like
7-Up commercial.
Oh, yeah.
70s or 80s.
The Uncola.
Yeah.
It's a soft drink or pop.
I didn't
It's not a
have
cola,
TV
it's
until I
not-
was in the 90s.
No, but it was 7-Up. I mean, but
Okay.
but they called it.
It was the old 7-Up commercial. He was like, the Angola.
I'm just thinking of the Count from Sesame Street.
One PBR.
I had Sesame Street songs stuck in my head all day too. I was the
great.
12.
Yeah, she's walking around the house here singing 12. I'm like, what the hell is she doing over here?
9, 10, 11, 12.
This is my life at the BT Shell Hideaway.
This gives me an idea for karaoke. The whole room would be singing along with you.
Yeah, Sesame. Or we could do Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, my God.
They would. Bobby's Monkey Bar.
I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill.
I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
See? Everybody knows it. And it helped us learn.
Conjunction Junction.
What's your function?
That one always threw me off.
Looking up phrases and words and clauses.
Coastal Confessions now turned into an educational show, everybody.
It works. I mean, just make a jingle and now we remember.
Well, just before the show started, I was going through Facebook and I come across the old electric company on PBS.
He found the old, like the original one when they first started.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't the one I remembered. I remember the 1973 plus is the one I remember.
Did you ever watch
when she
this
starts out with the
in
"Hey
school?
you guys"?
Electric Company and all that?
No.
He found an even older one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I went back in the archives, baby.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Josh is like,
I don't know what
have
you
no
guys
idea.
are
My
talking
school is
about.
very small.
I think I'm going to go over here and have the rest of my whiskey by myself. Hey, just jump in anytime, man. We're just...
You guys are talking about stuff my school didn't have, so go.
No, this wasn't even on school. This was just on TV. It was on
We
PBS.
didn't have TV when I was growing up.
there you
We
go.
didn't have the ability for cable.
Because he was rural.
But you know what?
It was on PBS,
Well, I
which
remember
wasn't
back then they only
cable.
had,
It
like,
was
4 channels.
It was
Public
over the air, but it's like probably didn't reach.
We did not get any of that.
No, when I lived in Montana, I got like 2. I got CBS something else, and NBC came in like really, really snowy.
You were special with NBC over there.
All the static on the
Yeah.
That was in Montana. So.
Oh my God! So yeah, so a lot going. So anyway, so we've got people drinking. What kind of drink was Sissy having? A twisted tea.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. They're all talking about the snow out there. And
Did she send you a picture?
No.
Let me see.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, Sissy sent a picture of the twisted tea.
Selfie with her twisted
Yeah,
tea.
there's that's the normal size twisted tea. I seen the bigger ones.
It's just a little can.
Need to step it up, Sissy.
Uh-oh. Josh is calling you out.
Callie said that his daughter is there, I think at Maelstrom.
At Malmstrom, that's what I remember.
Photojournalism, public affairs. Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I was missile maintenance there for 6 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, missile maintenance. Me, I just loaded airplanes and threw stuff out the back of them.
That's a lot. Too.
There's a very official name for that.
Airdrop.
Really?
Air transportation.
Yeah.
But that was
You made it
cool though,
popular
right? I mean, you
before
had the
Apple.
harness on, like C-130 back window opened up.
Oh, we used to do all kinds of
They're
stuff.
just hanging out there throwing
We
the
used to put
stuff and the guys out.
Yeah.
We used to put a strap across and we would like kind of sit there on the very back of
Yes.
the legs just kind of floating
It
around.
was cute. I did that at Pope, and our unit actually had a loadmaster section within our unit, within our squadron, and several of the loadmasters were girls, were females, and of course, we're throwing the 82nd Airborne out,
Airborne out,
for their thing.
Wow.
And the guys are always, when the girls are walking around, on top, they're messing with them and stuff, and like, hey, baby, I want to. It's just like, and like. I don't date the cargo.
I don't date the cargo. Well, I don't know if Callie. I think Callie was a loadmaster. Callie McCool out in California, or he says a crew chief for C-141s. Man, I tell you what, that goes way back. But some of the loadmasters that I would hang out with when we get those big Army halls, we'd screw with them,
The Army guys.
and we'd get like a helmet. And we'd open a can of Denny Moore stew and put it in there. And
Somebody throwing up in it.
And then we like pass it down amongst the others.
Gross.
We did a lot of stupid
Okay,
stuff.
that sounds like what's that that movie I like? The Great Santini.
Probably.
Yeah, it's
Probably.
this Marine pilot, and him and his buddies go into the officers' club and pretend they're throwing up, but they actually have like cream of mushroom soup.
Oh my
and they're like
God.
throwing it, but everybody else gets sick because they're seeing it. Like pretty soon everybody's throwing up.
Oh my God.
Katie, that's our next movie night.
Yeah, you should watch The Great Santini.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie. But the other thing we used to do too, I used to, because I worked at a headquarters, I could travel around with a lot of these guys, and I was on a P&G run, a prisoner and guard run, coming out of Germany back into the States. And it was a full flight, believe it or not, with a lot of P&Gs. Oh,
a lot of prisoners.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. So what we were...
Out of Germany? That's weird.
Oh, God, yeah. Some of the stuff they used to do. I mean, we used to watch the AFN commercials. It's like, what was that one,
Don't tip over the...
Don't tip over the...
vending machine.
Vending machine. It can kill you.
Well, don't shake the vending machine.
And you sit, you scratch your head, you're
my
like,
God.
how many people have died from having a vending machine fall over? Because
Apparently enough to have a commercial about it.
that bag of M&Ms is stuck, and I'm getting the damn thing out.
I mean, I think we just call that natural selection. Dumb.
So,
Darwin Awards.
it's like, how did he die? Well, it was over a bag of M&M's, peanuts.
That's not very sensitive of me.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad when you got to have an AFN commercial,
Yeah.
Well, that what you said. How many people have done that? Enough to have a commercial about it.
It's like, okay. But yeah, we so on the trip going back from that, one of the low masters had the idea of taking some dry ice and kind of putting it next to the bathroom when the prisoners would go to the bathroom, and it looked like it was smoking,
Oh my gosh.
Like, I think there's someone on fire in the bathroom. It's like, well, what'd you eat, man? And
Do not go in there.
so, the crazy stuff we used to do. So
This, the crowd can't see this, but there's a picture, Conch Republic Aerospace Program, and the astronaut is a cat.
Astrocat.
Astrocat. Is that Gobi?
No. Gobi is all black. He is
that is
cutie.
Gobi.
He's a cutie pie.
Here's Gobi. Here's. Can you show the camera?
I can.
Here's
Let me show a picture of Gobi. Yeah, there's Gobi. He is our mission space guy, which stands for Sponsored Pets Animal Care Enrichment. A lot of people gave.
Cute.
For Christmas, his Toys and Treat program. We've updated that since because we're doing a Valentine's thing. So if you got any love in your heart, go out to this little QR code right here, and I can repost that at some point. But that little QR code right there takes you right to the Amazon site, and you can buy the animals
Stuff they need.
some Valentine's stuff. Like right now, it's cold, so we've got blankets in there.
Nice.
They have a program here in Key West that those individuals who can't afford, they have animals but are, in tough times and can't afford cat food, you can go over to the SPCA and they'll give you a bag of cat food to help you take care of your animal as well.
That's amazing.
I'd rather take care of them at home and let them be home with their...
Instead of having to surrender.
Instead of sending them to the
That's awesome.
SPCA. But yes, so we got a lot of cool stuff going on. So the Conch Republic Aerospace Program is doing its thing, everybody. So we so appreciate it. All those who give and all the people who've joined our team, thank you so very much.
Yay.
We had a really cool... I mean, the plugging... for 2025 is just taken off.
Great.
I mean, last week was our largest haul, over 1,500 pounds of trash and recycle that we picked up.
In 1 hour.
In 1 hour.
Where?
In 1 hour. Over behind Walgreens, believe it or not.
Walgreens by Home Depot.
Yep.
And then today, it was sponsored by the Women's Club downtown. And we had 88 individuals come out.
Wow.
Well, it is snowbird season. So yes.
And
More than-
yes, 88. 88 people came out, and I don't know the final, but I think we picked up 6 gallons worth of cigarette butts.
Seriously, people, don't throw your
6
cigarette
gallons of
butts on the
cigarette butts
ground.
on the ground.
Especially if you live out
picked up today.
west.
Yeah.
If you live out
We do
west,
not.
it's so dry out there. Do not.
And those
Not cool.
filters do not break down. They last for
At least 300 years, I think.
It's insane. I mean, really.
So who's Jess Solano?
My sister.
Josh's sister.
I love my sister.
I was going to say, that sounds like somebody I'm related to, but yeah.
Hey,
She's awesome.
You're tuned in on our YouTube. Please go out there and subscribe to Tiki
I
Man Radio.
feel bad for her
Hi, sis.
Why?
because I'm the better looking, smarter than anybody else in the family. Which is not true at all.
Josh is very cute, but his sister is
Really?
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Drop
she's
dead
very
gorgeous.
beautiful
I
and
kind of
very
get what you're
smart.
saying. I'm kind of the same way.
You're the favorite child, are you?
No, I don't know. I think
she's the favorite child.
Probably the sister.
She is?
I was.
Oh, for sure. But she has every right to be.
Yeah, I was the experiment. I was the first out the gate. So, you know, I got the thumps and yes and the nose and everything, where my sister, well, I think we talked about this earlier in the show, so I'm just like, it is what it is. But well, thanks for joining us, Jess. We appreciate you having you a part of our show tonight.
Yeah.
We were going to ask the question, and I can't help it, but I love this octopus
This
necklace
was
you
a
got.
birthday gift from my husband.
Oh,
I love octopus, and let's see, the first time I ever had an encounter, we were in Hawaii diving, scuba diving, and the dive master was encouraging me. We're, I don't know, 90 feet under or something, and he's encouraging me to put my hand in this little hole in the coral, like about this big. And so I thought, well, this man is not going to steer me wrong. So, all right, so let's try it. So something moved when I put my hand in there, and I pulled my hand out. So then he reaches in, and he pulls something out, and then 8 legs splay out. Big. It was a very big. And I was amazed. Oh my gosh, it's octopus. The thing starts swimming, and he's catching it with his hands and kind of keeping it in our area. Next thing you know, this thing swims over and attaches itself to me. And I can feel its tentacles coming across my mouth and across my skin. And I was like, this is a little freaky, but it's awesome. So I put my hand on my mask and my reg just to keep everything
you wouldn't pull your mask
just in
up?
case. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's going to happen. And just when I started getting nervous, the dive master was, telling me to swim down. So I swam down, and as soon as I did that, it let go and just swam away. But before it went away, it inked in the water.
Really?
I don't know if you know. Like, you can smell when you're that far under. That stinks.
The ink.
Really?
Oh.
Kitty!
I didn't know that.
It's like
I've never had that
used
experience,
in
so.
your whole mouth, nose area.
You know,
It's
they
not
make
good.
squid ink pasta. It's like
We had a friend.
umami.
We had a friend that made us
We've had squid ink paella.
paella.
Oh, nice.
Oh my!
So he's a really good cook, and he made 2 different paellas. One with like chicken and chorizo, and then he made another one with all the seafood and stuff. And he used the squid ink in that.
Yum.
That was really good.
Yeah, I was like, but it was weird at first. I'm kind of like, I don't know about this.
It's like
I got a second
briny,
thought.
salty,
Yeah, but-
very fresh ocean tasting.
I mixed the two actually.
Yeah.
I combined the chicken and chorizo with the squid ink one and just kind of mushed them up.
She's a hodgepodge over there on her plate. So
Nice.
but yeah.
I'm kind of I make everything into a casserole on my plate.
So
Yeah.
have you guys done much diving since you've been down here?
No.
Not much down here. We did take a private tour to the Dry Tortugas National Park.
Yeah.
And we went scuba diving.
Well, I saw that because that's part of the video
need to
that
go
we
there.
have here.
We need
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We've also taken the seaplane out there, which is really great.
That's what we want to do. Is do the seaplane. It's so expensive now, but it's like
Yeah, but it's worth it. And you can, even if you snorkel over there, they've got this little reef nearby on Loggerhead Key out there, and it's called Little Africa. And it's very shallow, and it's just incredible the things you can see, and it's pretty much untouched. And we found some really awesome melted sea glass and stuff out there.
Thanks to Katie and Rich for that.
Thanks
one.
to Katie and Rich. Yeah, we had
Oh,
a
that is
wonderful
cool.
time.
That is really cool.
Uh-huh.
We were, we're in Guadalupe. I'm trying to think, where were we? We're in Guadalupe, and this is before we got stuck in the tropical wave.
oh yeah.
But the first night we went out, we found this little cove, and they were talking about how off to the side there was a boat wreck, and said that they had seen, some octopus in there and stuff like that. So me and this, I forget who went with me, but we
Probably Mark.
kind of ventured over there and went down into the wreck, and by God, there he was,
Really?
inside there. He was big,
Oh, awesome.
but it was just so cool. You just kind of see him doing their thing inside the boat, and yeah, that was really neat.
We have a lot of octopus around here in the water. They're much smaller than the ones I've seen. They're probably like when they're all splayed out, they're probably about this large. But we have some crab traps out there in the water. And for all winter so far, up until recently, almost every trap we pull in the boat has an octopus in it or on it.
And they're still okay, and you can just let them go, or
We let them go. They're pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
They're so cool.
So did you get any of the falling iguanas to throw in your
No,
traps?
I've had one iguana that we threw in a trap, but
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Would you
That
be
was awesome.
interested in collecting so for the listeners that don't know, when it gets cold down here, the iguanas go into they fall out of the trees because
because they're
Yeah,
frozen.
Yeah.
So our first year down here, though, our boat was next to a bunch of trees and mangroves.
Yeah.
And to hear them splash when I got cold was very unique.
Yeah, I've heard them slap out here on our patio. You know, you'd be like, doors open. Next thing you hear this, monk. You're like, what the hell was that? And you go out there and he's just like, kind of like
frozen,
just frozen stiff. You know, I mean, because what, they're warm-blooded. Is that what is that?
No, they're cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. That's right.
So they can't warm themselves. They have to wait for the sun to come out to warm themselves.
But I mean, it's like you really look at it, you're like, that thing looks dead. You know, it's not moving. But when it starts to warm up and you start seeing a little leg going,
Well, you said you saw a big one out in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And you thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And then, did you poke at him or something? And he'd like...
Well, as I got closer to him, you know, next thing you know, he just kind of like went, boo, and ran. I was like...
Probably scared you more than it scared him.
It was pretty crazy. I was like, holy crap. And then there was that one time walking down the alley where Smoking Tuna used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in my morning walk, and there was a lady in front of me. And it must have just been like seconds. Because there's that great big tree there.
Yes.
And just as she walked by, it was like a second later, and you hear this big old kersplat.
Oh, my gosh.
And the iguana had, you know, done its thing.
Oh.
And I was like, I looked at that lady, and she's like, oh, my God, did I luck out? I'm like, you lucked out big time. Because, I mean, he was a huge guy. I mean,
landed on her head, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she would have been...
I was sitting out on the front porch at Nailtini the first year we were here. And I swear, so much liquid came pouring down from the side of the porch that it seemed like someone was on the second story, like dumping a pitcher over the ledge.
He was peeing?
And it was an iguana peeing. He was up in the tree. And I was thinking to myself, there's no second level here. Where would that be coming from? And so I peeked my head out to see, and I noticed this giant iguana sitting up there.
Well, I've had him go on me out here. You know, be out there blowing the leaves and everything. And next thing you know, I'm like... They're in a cloud in the sky, and I just got rained on.
Oh,
and
my
like,
God.
You know, I come running in the house. I'm like, Michelle, I got a shower. I got peed on.
How rude.
Quickly.
Never had that. I had a bird poop on me once, but I was actually in the water, so I just dunked down and...
Okay.
But for me, and it hasn't been in a while, but usually moths pee on me. It's like,
How
you
is
know, when they're
that?
flying around, and you're like, what is that? You know, like, it's not much, but
It's like a little mist.
A few drops, you're like, that moth just peed on me.
Whoa, I've
It's
never.
like mosquito spray.
Yeah.
They don't. That would just
crop dusting.
Oh my God! So,
Wow.
let me see. Let me check. So Teresa, yeah. What's going on with Smoking Tuna at this point? I have
Nobody
no
knows.
clue what they're doing.
Nobody
I mean,
knows.
I just saw something the other day that.
They're supposed to be opening.
Yeah, they say they're opening,
Sometime.
But what's that?
you know, but when they said it on Facebook, and then next thing you know, you know how everybody piles on, you know.
Yeah. It's
And-
very entertaining.
Oh my God, yeah, watching some of the pile-ons, and people were just like, "You're never gonna open," you know, and
Aw.
blah 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 blah.
It was such a great staple. Everyone loved that place.
I think it's too close to where they used to be.
Yeah.
Because they've got the Alamo, which is there now, and then you got
Whatever
them.
that new thing's going to open, whenever it opens.
Yeah, and they're waiting on permits for the building. I mean, it's just crazy.
There's a lot of red tape in Key West.
There is a ton of red tape, so I'm not
Unless
quite
you know
sure.
the right people.
I'm not quite sure what. Well, you know, it's a Bubba system down here.
Right.
I don't
If you have
care.
if you have the correct last name or if you were born here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a huge Bubba system down here, and you know,
It's like that a lot of places.
I bet.
St. Louis.
Well, it's same thing as in
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. I mean, it's
Chicago.
you know, I get it, but still, it's so I don't know what's going on
DC,
with Smoking
right?
Tuna. Oh God, yeah,
Oh,
DC,
yeah, I'm sure.
Some of the crap up there we had to deal
I
with.
remember Marion Barry. Holy cow.
Oh, time he got busted. I remember that.
With the hookers and the blow.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
busted
Sissy
with
talks
hookers
about
and
that.
blow?
Yeah, and then after
The
that,
mayor did,
and then
yeah.
and then
Oh,
and,
the mayor. I thought she did.
No.
I'm like,
No,
wait,
no.
what?
no, the mayor.
Talking about hookers and blow, I quit it.
No, that was the mayor. So then he got kicked out, but then he ran for like alderman a couple years later and got back in. You know.
Sissy talks about that story because she's from that area in DC, and
She's on the other side of the tracks. I was on the right side. She was kind of like on the back side.
she
I'm
says
kidding, Sissy.
she says PG County. No one wants to be from there.
Well, you know what? Because I worked in a liquor store.
You were in Charles County,
I
right?
was in Charles County. So Charles County and PG County, you know, are next to one another.
Okay.
So Andrews Air Force Base is in PG County.
Okay.
And then when you go down 301 into Charles County, that's where I lived. So back in the day, it was a really nice community changing and everything. Now it's kind of gone to hell in a handbasket.
Really?
But the liquor store I worked at, I did it for two reasons. One, so I didn't have to hang out at home with my wife.
Yeah.
Discounted liquor. My ex-wife, because that was always a shiza show.
Right.
You know, and my kids worked at Damon's. So I'm like, I'm going to work at the liquor store. And then when I got off at the liquor store, I'd go pick up the kids. So,
Perfect.
And the liquor store money was my college money. I mean, for me to get through college and pilot training and everything else that I did. So
very good.
For me, it was my sanity.
Yeah.
But on Sundays, PG County, you could not buy liquor. What? Yeah, they had the blue laws.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was we would open at 10 o'clock on Sundays down in Charles County, and there would be a line from hell.
Wow.
Everybody from PG County was in line to come down to our liquor store to get their liquor that they couldn't get in PG County. Dumbest thing. I mean, it's like, really? You know, they're missing out on revenue, for crying out loud, because they're going to buy it anyway. But yeah, it was something. So let me see. Sissy goes, Charles County was nothing like PG County. They did not bus.
They did not bus. No, busing.
We were different. We were different, Sissy. I mean, it was crazy, but it's like anything else. You know, over time it goes to a hell in a handbasket, and it just isn't the same like it used to be when we moved there. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, hey, I want to get to some more music. Then we're going to come back and talk about more Nailtini stuff. And
Might go a little over tonight, huh?
Huh?
Might go a little over tonight.
If the listeners don't mind us going a little bit longer, we can. That's up to you guys too. You know, it's completely up to you guys. So we can do whatever. But anyway, this next song. What next song do I have? Oh yes, we've been watching Landman. And I'll tell you what, man, what a cool series that has been. It's got Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
You know it's probably good if
I've been impressed with it. You know, there's been some corny parts of the show that I'm kind of like, that's kind of corny, but you know,
it's good so far.
Yeah, it everything else makes up for it, but some of the music in there has just been phenomenal, and that's
they got good music in that. Is it original for the show? Have you figured that out?
Well, you know what? Some of the musicians, like the was it the Turnpike Troubadours? They've actually played in Key West for that Red Dirt stuff that Kim puts on.
Oh, cool!
Oh, wow.
So these guys, and I was watching the show last night. We were sitting on the couch watching it, and a lot of the songs in there, as they're playing it, they would say. Turnpike Troubadours.
Nice.
But I'm wondering, did they make up those songs for the movie or for the show, or were they music that they had already done and the show used?
I think that's what it was. I think the show used music that they've already done because it's quite unique. I mean,
what a dream for an artist.
Yeah,
for these guys. So you know what? I pulled some of it off, and by God, I like it. This one is Debtor Blues. Debtors. Sorry, Debtors Blues.
Oh,
Debtors Blues.
We can all sing that.
So I think that was really cool. So, hey, B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions, you guys are hanging out with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We got Josh and Beth in from Nailtini, and Josh, what is he? He's over at the airport. So
Signature.
So let's see what kind of stuff they may have when we come back. And, well, he says no because we'll have to shoot him. They won't let him come back, so... Debtors Blues, everybody. B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions on a Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Well, the world is on its head, and I thank my lucky stars that I ain't dead. I spent my whole life in the red, and I done my best to keep my family fed. When I lay my burdens down, keep my debts out of your mind just for a while. All my troubles and my trials, they lay scattered on the trail for miles and miles. I've been paying my whole life, trying hard to find the blame for all my strife. I've been burning through my check, and I never felt their gold around my neck. Oh, with that gold it don't shine as bright as worn out steel rail on the line. And if you're right, you might find that the faces on your change will change with time. A victim of the charge. I made and spent my pay in honky-tonks and bars. But good times don't pay the bills, and a belly by itself does not fill. So I keep saving up my pay, waiting on a new uncloudy day. Watch all the hard times drift away, and I'll no longer be chained to their dismay. Well, the world is on its head, and I thank my lucky stars that I ain't dead. I spent my whole life in the red, and I've done my best to keep my family fed. But when I lay my burdens down, keep my debts out of your mind just for a while. All my troubles and my trials, they lay scattered on the trail for miles and miles. All my troubles and my trials, they lay scattered on the trail for miles and miles.
Tight lines and tan lines, my merry friends are going maritime, making up drink names with silly rhymes about tequila and limes.
Hold fast your drink glass
as skimpy tops are shimmied up the mast. We're cruising slow and we're making it last. Tropical island time. It's the warm winds that drive us here. The southern stars make the course quite clear. Navigating on 3-2 beer. A long reach, then I feel tight lines and tan lines. My merry friends are going maritime, making up drink names with silly rhymes about tequila and limes.
Hold fast your drink glass
as skimpy tops are shimmied up the mast. We're cruising slow, then we're making it last. Tropical island time. Baiting my hook for a lovely catch, and then I'm running up my pirate flag. Sailing happy, I won't look back. What could be better than that? Tight lines and tan lines. My merry friends are going maritime, making up drink names with silly rhymes about tequila and limes.
Hold fast your drink glass
as skimpy tops are shimmied up the mast. We're cruising slow and we're making it last. Tropical island time. seats on the forward deck. Should I follow them? What the heck? Coconut rumbas playing discotheque. No telling what you might get. Tight lines and tan lines. My merry friends are going maritime, making up drink names with silly rhymes about tequila and limes.
Hold fast your drink glass as skimpy tops are shimmied up the mast. We're cruising slow and we're making it last.
Tropical island time.
Out on the water, you're the waves to me. Come crashing through, then we roll in the sea. Your kiss caresses like an ocean breeze, then you're a sweet memory.
Tight lines and tan lines. My merry friends are going maritime, making up drink names with silly rhymes about tequila and limes. Hold fast your drink glass as skimpy tops are shimmied up the mast. We're cruising slow and we're making it last. Tropical island times. Hold fast your drink glass. Tropical island time.
Every morning I wake up to a world that's constantly changing. Open my eyes, full of ambition, try to surf life's waves without breaking. Don't have it all figured out, but I feel at home when my compass points south. The lower the latitude, the better my attitude. When I can see the ocean, it's a good thing. To feel the warm embrace of sunshine on my face, I feel I can do most anything. Cold wind's gonna blow, but there's one thing I know. The lower the latitude, the better my attitude. Captain Tony, he went to heaven holding an ace of diamonds. 94 years young, with a twinkle in his eye and smiling. In that Key West sunshine, I'm here to tell you, I've seen the light. The lower the latitude, the better my attitude. When I can see the ocean, it's a good thing. To feel the warm embrace of sunshine on my face, I feel I can do most anything. Cold wind's gonna blow, but there's one thing I know. The lower the latitude, the better my attitude. Hey, 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 hey,
trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions, streaming live around the world here on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station. What could possibly go wrong?
Hey there, you're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana music station. And now back to B-Man and Michelle.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Friday night. B-Man and Michelle just doing our thing. You guys are awesome. We appreciate everybody. I know I've missed a lot of people in the stream. I can't keep up with it, so I'm trying my best, everybody. So
you need an assistant.
It's just one of them things. I give it to Michelle. And
you need a pillow or something?
No, I just didn't feel like I was close enough.
Give it to Michelle, and she'd be like, so-and-so said something about, can't read it here.
So, my glasses are over there.
Her glasses are over there. All right, there's a big picture of us from, look at that camera right up there behind you there.
Oh, hey, hi. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we got that one over there. And then you guys are on the number 3 camera right there. So, see, Callie McCool said something about lots of seaweed. Can you roll that and smoke it? Roll it up and smoke that seaweed.
You can do anything you want. I just wouldn't advise it.
It's actually toxic. So no.
Well, that's natural selection for you.
Michelle Myers liking the new time, so thank you so very much.
Seaweed soup.
Hey, a big shout out to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street, right here. This is one of their old mixing spoons.
Beers.
How do you say that? Say that 3 times fast. Beer spruing.
Beer spooning.
Beer brewing.
It's a hop. It's a hop scooper.
They sponsor our cameras that you guys are watching us on here at the Beachy Shell Studios, and of course we've got Nailtini, who's been with us from day one.
Hey!
Thank you guys so much for being a part of what we do. Thank you so very much. And then of
Beth
course,
just fixed up my nails the other day.
Yay! They look so pretty.
You kind of do that. Yo.
When's the last time you got your nails done?
I bite my nails, so
He hasn't
I
had
don't
a
even
manicure
go
in forever, and he needs one.
They look like
So?
crap. So
They would help. You could still do the cuticles.
At least he doesn't bite them in front of us.
No, I don't. I sit on that couch over there watching TV, and I don't even think about doing it. I'm like, and then Michelle goes, quit biting.
Well, he does that, and then he throws them in the couch.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I
married
don't
to her.
throw them
Yes,
in the
you do.
couch.
Because you say, I don't even know I'm doing it.
I don't throw them in the couch.
I bet if I dug down in that couch,
Oh my gosh.
Well, you might find a pretzel or two as well.
and a bunch of ants.
I don't know what happens to all your nails that you bite off.
I don't.
You don't eat it, do you?
No.
Oh, good.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Are you positive?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I don't even know I'm doing it sometimes.
Well, it's just like gum. Whenever he's chewing gum, naturally you're chewing something, and the next thing you do is you naturally swallow, right?
Right.
So I just wanted to know if you did that with your nails.
No.
Too. Okay.
All right. So Michelle Myers says, tell us more about the seaweed and how it is toxic when it's smoked. She's curious.
Yeah, why is
Anybody
it
know that?
Let me know when you try that.
So,
Tell us what kind of trip you go on.
well, Sam Rainwater has a song called Seaweed, Seaweed.
Nice.
Really?
So, you didn't know that?
Maybe he was smoking it when he
I
wrote
may
it.
have to pull it up here when we go back to some more music. So, what can I say? So, Nailtini, you guys are also. We can't forget Ivy Hydration Station. They give
I
us-
love them.
We get free B12 shots when I send somebody over there. So, I think
Those
that's really
B12
cool.
shots, I get one a week, and I wouldn't go without it. I love them.
And Callie McCool says, I like the new time that we have right now, the 7 to 9, because he gets to drink earlier. Yay! That's what it's all about. Cheers, everybody. Clink. There we go.
Social.
We are socially misfit and having fun. And I don't care. I think you heard me take a drink there. So, Nailtini. What are some crazy... Okay, before we get to... Think about this for a minute. I want to plant this seed. What
Okay.
are some of the fun things that's happened up there that... so think about that for a minute. Something you want to say on the radio that won't get anybody in trouble. It's not being mean. It's, But...
Okay.
But I got to give a shout out to... and I always get these girls. You got Oriana.
Yes.
And you got Mariana.
Mariella.
I don't know why I can't get their names right. But
You got it.
I thought it was so cute. So I go up there on my birthday. Now, I wasn't going to go on Wednesday, but then you said, oh, we've got donuts. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. And I get up there, and Mariella is on the porch, on the phone, and she doesn't speak English that well. But whoever she was talking to on the phone, which was Spanish, she goes, hang on a minute. I was like, okay.
Okay.
And then she goes, happy birthday. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then as I'm walking in the door, she damn near knocks me over.
She's so tiny.
Runs over to her space, opens a drawer, and she pulls out this bag. And she goes, this is for you.
Wow.
And it was a really cool zip-up sweaty, a hoodie from the Gap.
We call them zippies.
And
They're
I
the
thought
best.
that was the sweetest thing.
That is so sweet. She's a great gift giver.
I mean, she is just, it was such a surprise, and I think she was worried it wasn't going to fit. So I put it on, because I took my other jacket up and I'm like, look at this. So like today when I walked in there, she's on the porch and I went like this, I kind of like, look at this. And she's like, oh, thumbs up and everything. But such a sweet girl.
She's so sweet. But I also know you guys are sweet too, and you filled her stocking with toys for her little guy. She's got a little 4 or 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Brian got him
Matthew.
cute little Jeeps.
That's so cute.
Well, I just
so nice.
I mean, it's a holiday, and we take care of kids, and and we stuck something in everybody's little stocking up there just to,
so sweet.
Because you guys are like family.
Thank
when we
you.
go
You
up
guys
there.
are-
I mean, even the spouses. I mean, I don't see Josh all the time, but when I do get to see him, it's a function at Nailtini, and we're just kind of hanging out. It's like a family event.
It's the place to be. So multiple times we get coined the barbershop or like Truvy's salon from Steel Magnolias. And it is true. We all just have a riot. We sit around and we're working and the clients are having a service done. But the whole room, because it's so comfortable and cozy, we all end up talking with everyone.
Yeah, I would say like probably 90% of your clients appreciate it. I mean, occasionally you get, somebody who's like, what's all this crap going on or something.
Yes.
You might get a snooty one once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while.
But it's pretty unusual.
Yeah.
What was that? The one lady that was sitting there today that was on a Virgin ship. Didn't she's like, this is a cool atmosphere or something? Was it her?
I think it was her. She's the one that said, this is like Truvy's salon from Steel Magnolias. I'm like, it is absolutely, you're right.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, I think we have a good time up there. And I swear to God, when I walk in that door in the morning, there's either somebody I know or there's somebody that comes in shortly after I do. They're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
No.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's
one of those.
We see a lot of tourists, but we
You're
also
good.
see a lot of locals. And it is just, it's like the local hangout. And when our friends do pub crawls, they flash mob inside Nailtini and they bring their little speaker and they do a little like parade around the room and then, hey, see you later. We're off to the next place.
And I think Jake has a man crush on me. I have a feeling.
Probably.
He made a comment, he's like, well, if I get on the radio, I'm going to tell everybody how much I think you're so cute. And I'm like.
He said he was going to start flirting with you on the radio.
I was like, all right, I'm cool with that,
But lots of people have a crush on Jake too. He's a cutie.
And then, of course,
he's got some personality.
Of course, Joe came in today.
Yes, Joe Wooten.
Who is, remember, Larita's daughter. Larita's daughter is dating Joe.
Oh,
I can't think of her name, but I know
Keenan.
the blonde.
Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan.
You know Keenan's mom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She lives right over the other road over here.
They're from Michigan.
Yeah, and she watches our cats, all the time. But but when he
awesome.
came in, we're talking. But that lady who was on the Virgin ship,
Yeah.
oh boy, she had a crush on him. She's like, ooh.
I know.
On Joe?
Oh
yes, when Joe walked out, what were people saying? He-Man. What were they calling him? He-Man.
They had all kinds of names for him. I'm like,
Tarzan.
yeah. Well, I think Jake called him Tarzan.
Yeah.
Or something. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, I've never really seen his hair down. He came in for a haircut, and so Jake took the man bun out and combed his hair, and oh my gosh, it is like to his lower back.
Yeah, it was long. I was like, holy crap, And
Yeah, he let them.
like hair
yeah,
like you,
like
for
Michelle's
crying out
hair.
loud,
Oh my
Michelle. It's
gosh.
and then he gets it all cut, and what's he do?
Puts it right back up in the
I'm
bun.
like,
That's because, well,
it's like, what the hell did you do that for then?
Yeah.
Quick and easy. That's why.
I don't know. Would you do a man bun?
if you had long
no.
hair.
He could do a braid.
No.
I couldn't do the man bun thing.
No.
I mean, hell,
You couldn't do a man bun
too
because you wouldn't
old.
let your hair grow that
my
long.
hair's not
Exactly.
growing that long. I'm just like, I can't. And it's funny because everybody today is like, you got a haircut? And I'm like, well, yeah, it was driving me ape,
Like every 2 weeks.
It's like, I have to. And of course, I walk through here and Susan, our neighbor, she's like, you got a haircut. I'm like, yeah, because it was driving me nuts. I don't like that curly crap. And
Yeah, tickles your ear.
I'm looking like Susie over here.
Blows in the wind.
Yeah.
Susie.
Blowing in the wind. When I start doing, kind of like flicking it back, I'm like, all right, now I got to get this shit cut.
Flipping my hair.
So, all right, let's talk. What is your most memorable experience working up there at Nailtini?
So, I think there are a lot, but honestly, the most memorable experience is when Sissy got a phone call and she said, Beth, I just have to say this out loud. And I don't know why I feel the need to say this out loud, but our friend Jake just called and said he's been diagnosed with cancer. And we were like,
Jake the hairdresser.
Jake. And this was before Jake worked with us. And so by Sissy saying that out loud, the man in the corner who was a guest getting a pedicure, he said, he was listening and we were talking about whatever. Sissy was reading the text message about what kind of cancer he was diagnosed with. And the man in the corner says, I am 1 year out from having that exact cancer, and I've been cancer-free since my surgery.
I think I remember
It is
this.
one of the most rarest
telling the
forms
story?
of cancer, a rare appendiceal cancer. And Jake had surgery right away, and he gets checked very regularly, and he's been cancer-free. But in that moment, it was just like really positive, a lot of positivity going on. And she told Jake right away, this man's in here who has just, gone through it in the last year.
I do remember
And
this
Jake
now, yeah.
came over in like 5 minutes. He was there, and these two just sat and talked, and Jake asked him all the questions and helped put his mind at ease and stuff, because of course that must be terrifying getting that phone call.
Yeah.
So that's the most memorable. Yeah. And that kind of stuff happens all the time at Nailtini. We have people that are, always, opening up and sharing and talking about their experiences, and next thing you know, someone else has had a similar one, and there's a lot of positivity that goes on in there.
Michelle and I have been going there for years. I don't know if we've ever gone to any other nail place.
Not in Key West.
Yeah.
Well, no, once.
Yeah.
Once we went to that place over by the places down, the Italian place and the fish place, down past Truman.
You got me on this one.
Mimosas in the morning.
Ocean Grill.
And the one
Duval
across
Square.
From, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we went in that one once? I don't remember that.
So they have a name that's very similar to ours. And
You weren't there.
We went there because you guys were closed or like for a week or something. There was something going on.
Okay.
That was before we
That
moved
was
here, though,
before
wasn't
my
it?
time.
Yeah. I mean, that's a long time ago.
We've had
Holy
clients walk
crap.
in the door, and because the names are very similar. And
But today happened.
Yes.
I've seen that before where they come in and they think they have an appointment with you.
Yes.
And you're like, no, that's over there.
And these people are so disappointed. They're like, we wanted an appointment here.
Yeah. Now, Sissy just posted no accidents.
There are no accidents. Everything that happens in there is always on purpose. It's really amazing how the universe brings all these individuals together that need to be together.
You know what? Like I said, I don't remember what Michelle just said, that we went to this other place, but I mean, we have been going to Nailtini well before Sissy.
Yeah.
And it's been a cool little icon place to go. And
it is. It does not disappoint.
No. And it's fun to, talk to people, tell them where to go. If they ask us, I'm like, Nailtini. I mean, there's no other.
Yeah, hands down.
And I love, and it's funny because on my Google, I'm always putting something out there on Google, and that's probably my number one, people who go out there and review it and everything.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome. Thank you.
It's just one of those things where, you guys are awesome over there.
Thank you.
I mean, it's like walking there for family. It's like I walk in there and get coffee, and then I run into people sitting in the chair like, oh, I wonder if you were going to come in today. And I'm like, oh, and then we were talking to those one people, and my picture was up on the TV with me holding coffee.
I was seeing double. Here was Brian sitting there holding coffee, and behind him was our YouTube channel, a picture of Brian sitting there holding coffee. It was hilarious.
And then I said autographs at noon on the front porch.
Yeah, local celebrity. It was great.
But no, it's so cool. And then, from that, meeting, all the loved ones, the spouses and everything,
yes.
Because it's almost, in my mind, when we have holidays, like going there for Christmas for the parade, going there for New Year's. And I know the last 2 years we did, the radio thing, but it was nice this year not having to do none of that and just relax,
and the scavenger hunt looked like a lot of fun.
We did, but I don't know if we got enough. I don't know if we didn't get enough videos or photos because Sissy and I are going back and forth a little bit, and and she's like, "That's all you got," and I'm like,
"That's okay, we had fun."
I'm like, "Well,
I was in the moment."
I was drinking a lot of champagne. I had that bottle. I was like, "This is great shit, Mom." Happy New Year.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of like that guy in the gorilla suit on Trading Places, at the very end of the movie, and he's like, "Happy birthday!
Cute.
Happy New Year!"
Good times, good memories.
Yeah, remember
great
that?
Movie.
It was. That's one of my favorite.
That's a great movie.
Places, yeah. But
well, since we've been on the radio show tonight, we're getting a couple of text messages about people who want to come and be guests on your show.
Yes, tell me about that. We were talking during break.
Yeah, so my sister Jessica and her husband Don are, he's a musician and a great fisherman, and he's had his own fishing charter up there in the Great Lakes. They're from Michigan. They came down last January. They were going on a cruise, and they made an extra stop. Their cruise came and went from the port of Miami, and so they're close enough. So they rented a car and came down to visit us, and it was awesome. And they're already planning to come back. And when they do come back, he would love to play guitar for you guys.
I would love to get him on the show.
And Michelle was mentioning maybe Tuesday on the Island.
Yeah, it'd be good on this show, but it would be really good on Tuesday.
Yeah, our Tuesday on the Island show that we do. Yeah.
Play in
person kind of thing, But he plays like Pantera and Black Sabbath and stuff. So I don't know if that's.
I'm always up for something different.
He is awesome.
But no, I think it's kind of cool. No, we'd love to have him.
Yeah,
love to have him.
And they went to the Bahamas as part of their stops in their cruise last time. And Jessica was saying there's a lot of iguanas in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I didn't remember seeing that many, but we weren't really there. We were like a couple days on the.
We were in Marsh Harbor, and Marsh Harbor still
is
recovering from the last hurricane that went through there. I mean, the trees were just splintered, and the foliage hadn't come back.
The hotel we stayed in had just built.
Yeah.
And beautiful, but they were still working on it. We're like, you only have 2 glasses in here, and there's 6 of us.
Yeah.
Wow. We need to drink. They hadn't really fully stocked everything and everything. And
wow.
So they brought us more when we asked.
They took care of us. I mean, and they apologized.
Again, they just opened.
Yeah.
Callie McCool says Pantera and Black Sabbath. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's great on the guitar. And then also my brother, he would love to come be on the radio show. He shares a lot in common with y'all because he's military.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure you could get into some cool conversations with him.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's fun to always kind of to share our experiences, regardless of what branch you served in. I mean, there's always some kind of similarity and
you have your own language you speak.
And my family's all over the place. I mean, my dad was in the Navy. My brother was in the Army.
Awesome.
My nephew was in the Coast Guard and the Army Reserve.
Yeah.
My niece was in the Army.
Oh,
my other niece's husband was in the Navy.
Military family. I love it.
So Ray the roadie Sweet Harriet's husband. I think Sweet Harriet's probably there with him too. It said hi from Chile, New Hampshire.
Hi, Ray and Harriet.
And Beth's husband. Sorry, I don't know his name. It's
Hey.
Josh.
That's fine. This is Josh.
Josh.
Less people know, the better.
Incognito.
Incognito.
Josh is my favorite guy. He's awesome.
You do make a great couple.
If you like me, you're going to really like him.
Yeah.
Even better.
You can tell you guys are a perfect couple.
I don't know. I don't know how we got so lucky, but I couldn't do life without him. Wouldn't want to anyway.
Well, that's important.
I think you'd be okay.
No.
Oh.
I'd be kicking and screaming.
Somebody, my boat's sinking.
Yeah.
That's no joke. No joke.
You guys just went through all that stuff
Yeah.
recently, and you
We
know,
almost went through it again with Gary.
with Gary's boat.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what night was that? That was New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we went over there before we went over to the other thing.
Oh
Yikes.
God! Yeah,
And it was
they-
listing.
Everybody's like, "Why is it listing on the left?" I'm like, "Well, maybe there's too many people on the left." So we went to the right, and the next someone goes, "It's sinking."
Oh my
No.
gosh. Well, our boat, we had a. Would you like to tell a story? I feel like I've
go
been
right ahead.
hogging the mic.
No, go right ahead.
We sprung a leak in the engine compartment, and it was pretty scary. And thank goodness for all the people that did help us. But our friend Zach is a charter captain. He owns Casual Monday Charter, and him and his wife, fiance, soon to be wife Juliet. Those two were at our beck and call. They were very helpful and really helped Josh work through like how are we going to help fix this. And then our other awesome friends, Katie and Rich, they allowed us to stay on their boat, and they were like cooking us home cooked meals, and we were watching movies, and they were just doing everything to keep our mind off of it. But anyway, the boat was out for 10 days. It's back in the water now. It's all good. It was quite the experience. And I'm really actually, in hindsight, glad that we had it, because now I feel more connected with being a boat owner and living on a boat.
Yeah.
And you know, you've seen the bottom of your hull.
Yeah.
And it's been,
check her out.
repaired and
Yeah.
Your hull.
We're
yes.
fine. We're good.
And while it was out, we did the bottom paint and the recoating of the bottom paint, which is a lot of work.
Wow.
Tons of work.
We were watching everything on there, so I mean, I was watching you guys go through the process. So, hey, I want to get to a song, and then we're going to come back because I have not done our This Day in
Yes,
History
Day in
yet.
I love
This Day
that
in
part.
Music.
I love that
I
part.
want to do that real quick. So,
Okay.
B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confession. Stay tuned. I got a song coming at you. Then we're going to come back and do the This Day in Music.
All right.
The history side of what we do here on B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions. Little Donovan Frankenreiter. Gotta believe, everybody. We gotta believe we can get through a Friday night going into the weekend.
Gotta believe in something. Oh, ain't that true? Gotta believe in something. You know I believe in you. Gotta be who you wanna be. Don't let them tell you differently. Gotta go where you've never gone. Have to try harder if we want to get along. 'Cause gonna be good days and bad days. You know you can never choose. Happy ones and sad ones. You know sometimes the winner's gonna lose. You gotta believe in something. Ain't that true? Gotta believe in something. Oh, I believe in you. Gotta create things if you wanna make it. Gotta give before you take it. Gotta do things you never done. Don't wait too long before your time is come. 'Cause gonna be good days and bad days. Never choose. Happy ones and sad ones, but you know sometimes the winner's gonna lose. You gotta believe in something. Yeah, ain't that true? believe in something. Oh, you know I believe in you. Oh, gotta believe in something. And I believe in you. Gotta believe in something. Ain't that true? Ain't that true? Gotta believe in something. Ain't that true? Gotta believe in something. You know I believe in you.
Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
This day in music, everybody! Coming to you from the Beach Shell Studios, B-Man and Michelle, with special guests Beth and Josh.
Hi.
All right, so that was a new. I want to play that again because let me throw that back in there.
I liked it.
I need to make it longer so I can have a longer. There it goes. Look at that video.
Look. Oh, that's awesome.
Is that not cool or what?
It's giving me
Today in music history. B-Man and Michelle. One more time.
Give me Guitar Hero vibes. Love it. Awesome.
All right, there we go. So this day in history. I'll put it on me for this one. This day in history, 1956, Elvis Presley cut his first sides for the RCA Victor. Good God, I can't even speak now. At the Methodist Recording Studios in Nashville, one of the songs recorded was Heartbreak Hotel. His first #1 single, Heartbreak Hotel, topped Billboard's 100 chart, became the first million seller, and was the best-selling single of 1956. Today is considered one of Presley's signature songs. We've seen his RCA studios that they built for him, and we've actually been in the building they built for Elvis out there in Nashville.
The condos, yeah.
The condos. Is your mic on over there?
The condos.
There you go. Getting that mic for crying out loud.
It was on. You didn't have it on.
But you went like this. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
1958. Jerry Lee Lewis was #1 on the UK singles chart with what?
Michelle.
Goodness gracious.
Great Balls of Fire.
There you go. 1964, Rolling Stones recorded Not Fade Away at Olympic Studios in London. The song was his first recorded by Buddy Holly, and his band, the Crickets, became the Stones' first U.S. single.
Wow.
Do you know who was one of Buddy Holly's Crickets?
I do not. Jiminy?
No. Jiminy. Good guess, though. I like that.
No, I've heard this before, but I can't remember.
Waylon Jennings.
Yes.
Oh.
Waylon Jennings was one of the
cricket?
Crickets back in the day. So, hey, 1968, Chain of Fools gained Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That green chili dip has got me messed up here.
That's so good.
A big old pile of it.
You just need more.
I took a big old pile of it just on a chip before we got on. Chain of Fools gained Aretha Franklin her 4th gold record. It would go on to be Grammy the best R&B performance by a female. Hang on.
That reminds me of the movie Michael, when he's dancing, line dancing in the place. And
really?
They think he's
that's right.
They think he smells like cookies.
Chain.
He smells like cookies.
Funny. There are worse things.
And let me see. 1964, the first U.S. Beatles album introducing the Beatles was released on VJ Records. The album cover showed John, Paul, and George with their new famous mop-top haircuts, but Ringo had not yet
adopted the haircut.
No, he did not. VJ would be forced to stop selling the disc by the end of the year because of legal complications, but by then, over 1.3 million copies have been sold.
Wow.
Take that.
Mm-hmm.
Legal people. 1976, blues artist Howlin' Wolf, Chester Burnett, died of cancer at the age of 66. So the other guy we met...
He was Howlin' Wolf's son, Howlin'.
Yes. The guitarist, singer, and harmonica player's well-known songs included Smokestack Lightning and Little Red Rooster and Spoonful.
Yeah, because we met a Howlin' Wolf.
We did in Memphis. And that was a... And
Been Howlin' Wolf Jr.
Yeah, it must have been Howlin' Wolf Jr. I was waiting for you to go, what?
Rudy Jr.
1981, John Lennon's Imagine started a 4-week run at number 1 on UK charts. It was there for 10 years. Lennon had 2 other songs in the top 5 this week. It was Happy Christmas, War's Over, and Just Like Starting Over. I remember when that album came out.
One of your favorite songs.
It was one of my favorite songs. Just Like Starting Over.
Not that one.
You don't remember that?
Imagine.
Oh yeah. And who played it at Carter's thing yesterday?
Garth and
Garth
Trisha.
Brooks. That's right.
And some people are all upset about it for some reason.
Well,
but the thing is, they're like, why did they choose that? It's like, I think Jimmy Carter chose it because he planned the whole thing out.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Carter. That was all his.
It's like, it wasn't like Garth and Trisha chose.
1984, Cyndi Lauper became the first female recording artist since Bobby Gentry in 1967 to be nominated for 5 Grammy Awards.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
5 Grammys for.
And at the Grammy Awards, the acceptance speech for Best New Artist, she brought up Hulk Hogan.
oh my goodness, that was probably funny.
She had the psoriasis.
All right, bro.
Psoriasis, good God. 1997, James Brown, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Coming to America.
True or false? They have to pay for their own star.
True or false?
I don't really know. Someone mentioned it to me.
Plausible.
I'm kind of unsure, but I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what somebody has said it to me.
So if anybody knows that, please tell us. They
How
have to
much
pay
would
for
that
their own
cost?
star.
I don't know.
$200? I mean,
Maybe.
I thought this was an interesting one. In 2003, a haul of 500 Beatle tapes known as the Get Back Session, stolen in the 70s, were found after the UK police cracked a major bootleg operation in London and Amsterdam.
Wow.
5 men were arrested. Could you imagine?
Oh, wow.
Imagine how many tapes and all this stuff's out there. You know how many tapes I have of B-Man and the Misbehavens doing goofy stuff? 2003, Bee Gees' Morris Gibb was fighting for his life after a heart attack following major stomach surgery. The 53-year-old singer had been rushed to the hospital after collapsing at his Florida home.
Yikes.
I'm having a heart attack. I take it
Josh
he
is
made
like,
it.
oh, man, that guy's
I knew it.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Sounded just like him.
2005, a woman sued Gene Simmons, go figure, from Kiss for slander, alleging a documentary made her out to be a sex addict nymphomaniac.
Poor thing.
2005. Josh is getting a kick out of that. 2005. American drummer Spencer Dryden died from colon cancer at his home in California at 66. He was a drummer for Jefferson Airplane, replaced Skip Spence, the New Raiders of Purple Sage, and the Dinosaurs. Wow. Dryden was also the nephew of Charlie Chaplin.
Wow.
Is that not cool or what?
Didn't know that. 2016,
singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, record producer, artist, and actor Brian Fields. Oh, no, wrong guy. David Bowie died from liver cancer at his New York home 2 days after releasing the album Black Star on his 69th birthday. 2003, the Yardbirds guitarist Jeff Beck died with the bacterial meningitis infection at the hospital at the age of 78. Some crazy stuff going on. Birthdays. Producer, record company executive Jerry Wexler was born today in 1917.
Wow.
What?
1917?
I don't know what.
He's still alive?
Well, no.
No.
I think he's probably dead by now.
Well, birthdays. I was
Well, it
thinking
says today's his
alive
birthday.
people.
Good for him if he's still alive.
Scott McKenzie, 1967 U.S. number 4 single, San Francisco. Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. I had to think about that one for a minute.
Flowers in your hair.
He was born. If you're going to San Francisco.
Oh, I love that song.
Put a flower in your hair.
Yeah. Nice.
And bring me a bottle of gin.
Because that's what San Francisco's known for, is a bottle of gin.
Or, okay, how about a box of rice-a-roni?
Oh, they probably hate that. They're probably like, have never heard that one before.
I'm just saying, you know. I'll take a box of that rice-a-roni, the San Francisco
treat.
There you go. Jim Croce was born today in 1943. He's not alive, Michelle.
No. Sad.
Frank Sinatra Jr. was born today in 44. Rod Stewart today is 80.
Wow.
Boy's still singing and everything.
He is still doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Donald Fagen of Steely Dan is 77. Oh, I don't know why I came here tonight.
Got the feeling that something ain't right. No.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that
Pat
is.
Benatar. Guess how old Pat Benatar is today?
Let me think.
78.
70.
You're close. 77.
Right in between your two guesses.
As old as
Oh,
my...
no, I'm sorry. Pat Benatar, 72. Sorry. I was
Okay.
looking at Donald Fagen. He was 77.
I'm thinking I was in high school. No, I was in, when she was popular.
Doing the math.
20
Yeah,
years older than me.
Too much math.
Sometimes I don't know some of these people. I leave them in here anyway. But Michael Schnecker, the blonde bomber of Scorpions and UFO, is 70.
Scorpions, yeah.
I don't know. Sean Colvin is 69. Now, they didn't have, I don't know who the hell Sean Colvin is. Anybody know who Sean Colvin
Nope.
is? I didn't even look
Somebody
it up.
text us if you know.
Here's a cool one. See if you remember this one. Brad Roberts of the Crash Test Dummies.
Crash Test
is
Dummies.
61.
Okay.
What was that one song they were famous for? I don't know. Remember that one?
No. I remember there was a song.
I can't remember, but it was
Are
just,
you singing it?
Well, I got like a tune in my
The
head.
same
but-
age as you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Crash Test Dummy. We don't know the song?
I don't know the song.
Someone for sure is screaming at their computer, singing it.
Well, tell us.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out. Jermaine Claremont of Flight of the Conchords is 51. And Chris Daddy Mac Smith of Criss Cross is 46
Criss
today. Everybody, that
Criss
is
Cross.
your
Next day in
day in history. There you go. What a day
Right on
this has
cue.
been. So right on cue, everybody. Hey, we're going to get some more music. Then we're going to come back. And I think we're probably get ready to close the show out so we can, chill out a little bit and, maybe chit-chat with you guys for a bit. So,
All right.
but, here's the thing I want to talk about is a little bit of, Elvis Presley stuff. His birthday was the same day as mine on Wednesday.
Really?
And it was.
What?
He and I
You weren't
shared the
listening?
January 8th?
January.
I didn't know it was Elvis.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking.
Guys,
Guys, have fun. We're enjoying tonight. Thanks for listening.
Day that he died. Day that he died. I was thinking that night about Elvis. Day that he died. Day that he died. Just a country boy that combed his hair, and he put on a shirt his mama made, and he went on the air, and he shook it like a chorus girl, and he shook it like a Harlem queen. He shook it like a midnight rambler, baby, like you never seen, never seen. I was thinking that night about Elvis. Day that he died. Day that he died. How he took it all out of black and white. Grabbed his one in the other hand and he held on tight, and he shook it like a hurricane. He shook it like to make it break, and he shook it like a holy roller, baby, with his soul at stake, his soul at stake. All right, shake it. I was thinking that night about Elvis. Day that he died. Day that he died. He was all alone in a thinking how happy John Henry was that he fell down and died. When he shook it and it rang like silver. He shook it and it shined like gold. He shook it and he beat that steam drill. Baby, well, bless my soul, bless my soul. I was thinking last night about.
Hey, this is Sweet Harriet. When we travel, we take Tiki Man Radio with us and tune into Coastal Confessions. And we tell our friends about it too. Guess what? When we're not traveling, we watch the show live on YouTube or Facebook. Check it out.
Chillax. That's what the man.
Hey, Tiki Man Radio fans, this is Bob Shealy from the Gulf Coast of Florida, and I love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. on the internet at Tiki Man Radio, or watch us live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Got a confession or a song request? Let them know. But for now, sit back, chillax, and let's get back to the show.
Jimmy or Bob. Oh, chillax.
Oh, Bob Shealy, the Trop Rock Elvis, we call him.
Love it.
And he will be gracing our stage this year for the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase 2025. We have him in the lineup this year. This is going to be a good year. Oh my God, he's awesome. I'm so glad we got him this year. So the Crash Test Dummies had the song.
Yes, that's the title of the song.
I'm trying to remember what I got to.
You didn't play it?
No, I'll have to find it next week.
Yeah, we'll find it next week.
I might just do a little bit of it, but I forget what it was all about.
They're Canadian.
Well,
There's a lot of Canadian bands in the 80s.
Canadian band.
Well, before you know it, Canadian's going to be part of America.
Rush.
Hopefully not.
I'm only kidding. Hey, you just never know in this world anymore. I wake up and look at the news sometimes. I'm like, I'm not surprised.
Let's just turn it back off. Just turn it back off.
That's why I play solitaire on my phone sometimes. I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
put the king here, and I got an ace, and I put it up top. And
Exactly.
life seems so much easier that way.
Yeah.
And then the other game I play on my phone is the...
Candy Crush.
No, it's not Candy Crush,
No.
but I'm breaking blocks.
You play Candy Crush.
I do not play Candy
You used
Crush.
to play Candy Crush.
I did not used to play Candy Crush.
I used to play Candy Crush.
I
For
never
sure.
did. I was like, you guys have fun tonight?
We had so much fun tonight. Did you have fun, Josh?
I did.
I am so glad you guys got to come over and,
Thank
and
you
hang
for
out with
having
us and be a part of the show. We were talking about the other day. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, they're coming over. So this is really cool.
Yay. I'm glad that you're excited about us coming over. We had a great time.
So after the show, we'll have a chance and hopefully get to sit down and have a drink and catch up real quick. And,
For a bit. I mean, we don't keep you too long.
No, because you got to work tomorrow, and I got to be down at Nailtini in the morning for coffee.
We did put in the brew basket the coffee that you bought for us. So we're brewing that tomorrow morning.
Oh, very cool. I'm curious for the taste on that one. So.
And we'll have some green chili. You want to come, Michelle? Green chili casserole. Breakfast casserole.
Did she bring a lot?
Like a half a sheet pan.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe a quarter.
That's
I don't know.
God, I'll tell you what. That's a good
I
recipe.
had a lot of that in the last month or so.
That's your recipe?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's actually our friends back in Albuquerque. Dennis Wong used to bring those to our Parrot Head events. Like, we used to do a lot of Parrot Head stuff.
And we used to do potlucks back then. Great.
Yeah.
We used to do potlucks back then.
Yeah, back
That was
in the day,
pre-COVID.
so, that was that was back in the early 2012, 14. You know, when we
started we first joined the Parrot Heads there in 2004.
Oh, that was before I had gray hair.
We first moved there.
Ooh.
We need a potluck then.
Our first Parrot Head party, was August or September of 2004.
So when I bring in
5.
the holiday stuff
No, 5.
for you
I'm
guys,
sorry, it was 5. 5.
Do you take any home to Josh?
She says she does. She doesn't, bro.
BS, you got all those tamales.
I don't remember any of them.
Oh, come on. I'm always sharing everything.
I know.
We got some caramel apples today.
Oh,
some
my God.
homemade caramel apples from a client. He's getting one of those. He loves those.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm glad we were able to do all that for you. Danny, I turned the goddamn cameras on, so he's like, cameras off! I'm like, yeah, I forgot to look it over there because we're getting
Thank you for our friends that are watching on YouTube that can remind us of all these things.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I got this, I got that, and I've been looking at my phone. I didn't even, I'm like, what the hell?
And we did just get into the rum balls, so
the rum balls are good. Those are pretty damn tasty. So, although you took care of me the other night, you gave me
for your birthday,
for my birthday, because we didn't have a cake or anything. I'm like, I got to watch my figure. I'm getting to that point in my age of, I got to watch my.
No birthday cake for you.
But it was like a little bit of ice cream, a little rum ball on top, and what'd you put as
some of the? It wasn't the Crown Royal, but the other brand of the
salted caramel.
Salted caramel
Salted
bourbon.
caramel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and it was so. I was like, she brought it to me. I'm like, oh, you're such a great
Probably not
wife.
bourbon.
Oh my god, which she was. It was really cool. So you wanting some of that too?
No, it was just bourbon. Crown Royal. What?
It wasn't. It's whiskey. It wasn't bourbon.
Okay.
Crown Royal salted caramel.
Royal.
Well, the other one was Ensign Red. I don't know if it's what they call themselves, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Different
kind of whiskey.
brand. Yeah.
Flavored whiskey.
Well, again, thank you so much for being a part
Thank you for
of the
having
show
us.
tonight. I mean, I think it's really cool, and we're going to get you again. And once your brother gets Rob, right?
Yep, Rob, and then Jessica and Don. And Don.
We got to get him in here.
Rob is
we
also.
know a lot of Michiganders. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good
We're
people.
the best people.
And you know what? And I'm so happy you guys
Brian's got family.
Well, I'm so glad you guys are Buckeye fans. And
Hey, I wonder how they're doing. You should tune in.
oh yeah, I wonder how. Yeah, can anybody give us a score?
Hopefully
of
they
the
lost.
Ohio State Texas game. So, hey, you know what? They've done it before, where they've done so good throughout the year, and they get to the very end, and it's like, what
Bombs.
the hell are you thinking?
Yeah.
It's like you guys just.
Ohio did great all season until they went against Michigan. I think it was.
Oh, wow.
They did take it in the shorts.
Okay.
I mean, I will say that, which is one of our fun rivals.
Yeah.
And didn't this year get stupid? Wonder a little bit. Yeah. It's like, look, I love when we can go out and have fun. Michigan and Ohio State's always been a rival, but it's always been a fun rival. We're not out there slashing tires,
Being
and
hateful.
doing stupid stuff.
Okay.
All right, every once in a while.
You're on that side.
But God, I guess this year was kind of stupid. And I'm just like, I ain't got time. I don't have time when sports gets that stupid.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting my money. I'm not wasting my time on a bunch of
Right. It's supposed to be a good time and entertaining and uplifting.
It's like I like to win too, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
But every day Michelle wins the. No.
Wins all the arguments.
I'm kidding, honey. And I love that thing in your hair.
I really love how Michelle just sits back and does her cute little giggle all the time.
She puts up with my dumb ass.
It's so cute. I love it.
Like, and
I don't have much to say.
yeah.
Just a giggle.
And that thing she got for you for your hair, what do you call it?
You called her out again.
No, she taught me how to braid.
Well, it is. It's really cool. I like how she did that. So
It's only fake.
Huh?
What?
My gray
I
hair
think
is real.
it's really nice. You two are in there 3 hours before the show braiding each other and making it all happen. And
Yes, took
I'm like,
forever.
the show's starting in 3 hours, and you're like, we're all not done yet. I'm like, okay, hurry up.
It was really hard to do.
Josh and I are out here eating chips and dip and drinking.
Yeah, that's what friends are for.
Well, good. I'm so glad you guys came. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're always welcome on the show.
Awesome.
It does. There's no invite. You could just sit there when I come in there for coffee and say, can we come on the show tonight? I'd be like, hell yeah, come on the show.
All right.
I don't care if I have 17 people in here. We will scoot them off and swing you guys in. So
Cool. Sounds great.
we'll just have some fun with it. So, Michelle, you got anything else to say before we close the show out?
I do not.
Oh, my God.
R.I.P. Jimmy Carter.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. Yes.
And Peter of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah. What was his last name? You looked it up, but
I looked it up the other day, but I
can't
forgot.
remember.
Yarrow? I think it's Yarrow.
Yarrow.
Peter Yarrow.
Show me to do Puff the Magic Dragon tonight. And I'm like, that's kind of a Debbie Down. It's a great song.
Oh,
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong.
You put it in, and then, you said you were going to, and then you did.
But,
My mom had the record. We listened to it. every Saturday.
Everybody loves it.
But you know what? If you're in town on Sunday, come down to the artisan market because Michelle and I are playing from
I will sing Puff for
12 to 2.
I would love to hear you guys play
And
that.
she is going to play. She's going to do Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yay!
And I'm going to go sit in the lawn chair and watch her.
Excellent.
Puff the Magic Dragon. No.
You do not.
No, I won't play it. I promise I will play the guitar. I'm just teasing you. I got to get it right.
He'll be on the corner puffing the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, you think so?
That too.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. You know, I haven't done a gummy in a while, so.
Well, we're almost out, so.
What?
It's
That's
been like a month
unacceptable.
and a half since you bought some.
Oh my God! I see. I don't get anything around here.
It's right there.
Like, we're out of gummies. I'll have a bowl of soup.
It's right there. Yeah, know where they are.
You know, I can't do gummies like you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, yeah, you do know what I'm talking about because you could do 3 or 4 gummies. You'd be like,
I'm not going to do 3 or 4
Good for you if you can.
She'd be like, A, B, C, D, 1, 5, 7.
Sounds legit.
All right. We're going to close the show, and I got one more song to close the show out. And Bob Bidgen said, Michelle did a great job on the puff. All right.
Yes, because you listened in on Tuesday, didn't you?
That's right. Tuesday on the Island.
Aw.
Hey, I want to say something real quick about Tuesday on the Island because we're only doing them twice a month. I'll be advertising those schedules here pretty soon because
For the most part, it's the first and third Tuesday of the month.
Don't listen to what she just said.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You told me to pick the dates and put them on your calendar.
I did. There we go.
I picked the first and third.
You did. I muted you there, so don't worry about it. So yeah, I will get those posted for everybody, and so everybody can see when we're at the Pint because that was a great day. And
Yeah, I thought it was being crazy, but the recording turned out pretty well.
the recording turned out
so
really good.
if you want to listen to us on Sunday, if you missed it on Tuesday.
So it'll be on Sunday. Dan will play it after the big show. So let's get to one more song. I'll close it out like I do every week, everybody. I so appreciate everybody who comes in and supports us on Coastal Confessions here on Tiki Man Radio. Thanks to Josh. Thanks to Beth for coming in. And Robert Earl Keene. Perfect. I gotta go.
Ain't got time to shoot the breeze, got no time to blow. Excuse me, mister, if you please. I gotta go. Born one morn on the Day of the Dead in a bombed out bungalow. My mama kissed my cheek and said, I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. They put me in an orphanage west of Tupelo. I told them when I burnt that bridge, I gotta go. Stole a car, got a gun, robbed the hottie ho. I left Memphis on the run. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. Stud deuces wild, 3 kings in a row. I turn that diamond deuce and smile. I gotta go. They tracked me down, took my take. Brother, don't you know? I told them boys there's some mistake. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. Go steal up against my head. They turn the lights down low. In case you didn't hear, I said, these are your very last words, sir. Say them nice and slow. My last words on this planet were, I gotta I gotta go.
Thank you for tuning in for B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions. B-Man and Michelle, we got to go to close out the night. But we appreciate every darn one of you that hang out with us on a Friday night. And we'll be back here next Friday. And like we close out every show, everybody.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Y'all come back now next Friday and hang out with us. Lord knows what we're going to be doing on the show. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.